G Money.
Yo.
What's up, man? We back.
I'm good.
Back in the studio.
Yeah, man. You been out here working hard, man. What's up with you?
Man, don't talk about that. How you doing, man?
I'm cool. I'm
You
feeling good.
working hard. You work harder than anybody else.
I got a lot of new energy going on.
Oh. We ain't gonna do that
A lot of
yet.
new energy going on.
Excuse me, we didn't introduce you yet. Don't talk. We didn't introduce you yet. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm better now. You know, I got a co-sign this weekend from a gentleman. They heard me DJ.
Oh, really?
He's a young man. You might have heard of him. They call him JR, I think, something like that. Queenzflip Jr.
What about him?
He gave me a co-sign, my DJ. You know what? I was talking about behind the scenes. This is actually his first time really hearing me DJ.
Really?
All these years he been co-signing me like, oh, G-Money. This was his first time really hearing me spin, if you think about it.
What about Princess and them? My daughter was there.
She was there too. Yeah, she co-signed me too.
You're a good DJ, though.
But I feel better now because you know these are the young generation. It's different.
Yo, there's these two twin girls that be scratching and shit. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
I want
nah.
G Money to keep up with them.
They fire.
I mean, want to throw your name in. I
DM
DM them too. They respond. I mean, want to throw your name in there.
No smoke with them. No. I've seen them before too. I met them before.
Oh, what?
Yeah, no, I don't want to smoke. They turntablists for real. They really be getting crazy. I can get crazy. I keep up, but.
Do you feel like that if you, because one time you told me, we were talking about this, we had a deep conversation, and you said that I would have to go refresh my skills. You think that if you was to say 30 days or 2 weeks, you think you can get it all the way, Chris, or you need longer than that?
Nah, it's still there now, but it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. I could step out and play a club, play a party, and I could step out and still, you know, I could still get a little crazy. But them twins and certain DJs, they really be like home and tricks and all that. I don't get too deep to it like that.
Because they make beats out of it and all that. They make
go
beats
crazy
out of the scratches.
I can get like they're like here. I'm like,
oh.
As far as the tricks.
To me, you passed that.
As far as the tricks go, but put us in front of the club is, you know, in front of the crowd. It's a different story. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Booby, man. You know, I mean, JR, you know, and Princess. They was, you know.
You are a good DJ. I heard you've been DJing a lot. You have a lot of gigs. Everybody, he's part of this new crew. I don't know what he's a part of. They say, yo, G-Money DJ today. What? G-Money DJ the next day. What? G-Money?
Nah, this going up, man.
I remember, I didn't mean to cut you off. I remember in the beginning stages, like, you was complaining about, like, not complaining, but you didn't want to be put in a box of certain gigs. And now you just went, so, I don't know how you even found these people that get you these gigs. I think about it. I'm hating.
I'm hating. If you want to DJ, I can put you in. I'll show you a few things, man. If you want.
You got a gig like about 3-4 times a week?
Yeah, pretty much.
A lot of DJs are not getting that. Like, you got a gig, you consistently booked.
Like 20 plus years now. I'm just throwing
Oh,
out there.
yeah. Yeah, 20 times. 50, 20, yeah. 20 years.
Oh, 22 years now. 23 years.
Yeah, you dropping pistols? See, that's how I go down.
But nah, everything good though, man. Like I said, this year's gonna go up. You know, just got a booking in Houston. I'll be in Houston next month. I'm being Maryland in April. I'm being Mexico in October. It's going up. It's going up.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't like none of that.
It's going up this year. But anyway, we got
we got special guests. Yeah, I'm excited about our guests too. But
shout out to A&I clothing line. You know, on the hat. You know,
you got paid for this? Like, is this a freebie or you get paid?
This is A&I, man. You know, they in a different category.
Okay.
They in a different. You know.
You gonna shout out? You gonna shout out the podcast?
All Even Podcast in the building. Shout out to All Even Podcast in the building, man. You know, he's out here supporting. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Baz said, yo, I want you to go up there and talk wrestling and stuff like that. I said, yo, they had this other podcast wanted to talk wrestling. We was trying to get, who they had, the Godfather up there? We was trying to not trick, I don't want to say trick, but we was trying to make some fake deal to get the Godfather on the podcast. You know, these guys, they don't fall for it no more. I got to be there. They don't fall for it. I got you later. No, come through.
Yeah, right, yeah. Shout out to my man Barry Grant Jr. in the building, All Even Podcast.
Shout out to All Even Podcast.
Bassy's here, you know what I'm saying? Tati's here. My man Mel's here.
Shout out to Mel.
Touchable Mel in the building, you know what I'm saying?
G-Money!
Yo.
Episode 222. We made it. We got a special guest. Oh, man. Now, let Let me say this.
Hold on.
You want to tag team this one?
No, go ahead. It's all right.
You can, I mean, this your family.
We're going to treat it like a regular.
You can tag team this one.
I did the last family episode. I ain't do the intro.
Now, one of the most talented artists that I've met in my life.
Wow.
Been there 35 years, about to be 36. I used to live with this young lady. I was one of the first people, if not the first people that, you know, she was doing music with as far as a crew. Like, she came on with the whole, I don't think I was Queenzflip at the time. I think I was just Flip at the time.
Yeah.
She wrote me records before. She wrote verses for me when I was trying to figure it out. And they knew it because I tried to switch my voice. They're like, man, that sound like Kyah Flip. Come on. She lived with her. She always had my back to a certain extent, but when it counted, she always had my back. Somebody very special to me. You know what I mean? Extremely proud of her. Let's wait a little bit, but let's let her wait. You pressed me. You pressed me. I mean, we're going to talk about that later.
I did.
You pressed me. We're going to talk about that later. We're going to talk about on the intro. But round of applause for one of the number one female artists in New York City. Coming up. One of my favorites, if not the favorite. Round of applause for Kyah Baby! Welcome. What up, Kyah?
Hello.
Kyah Baby.
Hello, thank you. First, stop playing me. I smack all them wrestling tours off the top of the shelf like fuck. You already know how I give it up.
Yo.
Stop playing with me.
You remember when I used to live with you? I'll come back to your house and violate.
I know you take all the hangers out the closets for no reason.
Oh, my God.
For no reason.
I hit all the hangers.
I'll get a hanger right now and scoop all them.
You pressed me for this.
I press you for this. I mean, you know, I want you to do the intro, but then now the intro is done now, you know, this is a very talented young lady that I also seen growing up from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I also was, well.
They got the same last name, weirdo. Like, what the? Yeah, G, don't do that.
No,
What's
because.
the Hawkins' last name? I'm a violent.
Shout out to all the Hawkins, man. Shout out to the Hawkins. You know what I'm saying? Big family. But no, when I say that, I just mean like, you know, I seen her come from, you know, just like you said, around the time when you was with Team Lightwork and all that and the whole grind, you know what I'm saying? The whole grind. So I seen that up until now. So, you know, of course, before that family stuff, that's different, you know, whatever. But Kyah said, what up, man?
I'm chilling. What's up, man? I've been waiting to come up here for a long time.
Yeah, so
I'm happy that you fought Flip to get me up here.
I had to. I told Flip off camera that, you know, it's time we bring Kyah up here. It's overdue. And, you know, I feel like if we don't interview her now, God forbid something happens in a week or two or a month or a year, whatever, and it's like we missed out on the opportunity. It's going to be crazy. I'm not calling her back when the deal come in.
I would never do that to y'all, though.
Yeah, but, you know.
I'm happy you said that, but I would never do that.
That's not when you pressed me, though.
When did I press you?
You pressed me. You said this recently here, but you pressed me in Thompson. I had an artist up there. I don't know if who did we have? What girl we had up there? Cardi B peoples.
What's her name?
The rapper chick, Cardi B girl. They said that she's part of the Bloods.
Yeah.
She over there like.
No. Hold on now, because they watch this. Hold on.
I'm drawing a blank.
Cardi B people. What's Cardi B?
Brown skin chick.
Yeah. Oh, G Money. What?
Nothing to do with that.
No, I'm just saying.
G Money, you can't do that. G Money. Hold on.
I'm trying to give some.
Hold on, honey.
I'm gonna catch it.
It don't matter. He pressed you at that.
Hold on. No. You don't.
I feel crazy right now though.
Yeah, you don't tell us what to do.
Oh, damn, G. I told you. I knew you smoked a little bit.
Who?
This one right here. This girl right here. Hold on. This girl right here.
You will remember.
On the camera. I can't forget it. I forgot it. Okay.
Nah, we gotta get the name. They're gonna kill us in the comments.
They're gonna kill us.
They're gonna kill us in the comments.
Wait.
Bass, come on.
She was the godmother of the Bloods, man. Hold on.
Godmother of the Blood sounds. What kind of fairy appearance you had up here?
Don't do that. Oh, I got Star Brim.
Star Brim.
So we had Star Brim up here.
Yes.
And I was trying to interview somebody else. I'm gonna bring somebody else. He gonna ask me. I think it's not right. Why you didn't have Kyah up here yet? I said, I don't know. Then he gonna say, I think that's not right. I said, how you know I'm ready to interview Kyah? How you know Kyah ain't hurt me? And I want to interview her right now.
Something happened that you spoke about, I think.
Yeah, I told you. I said, how you know she ain't hurt me and I want to interview her right now? You said you think it's unfair. I said, how's that unfair? How you know? What about my feelings? And we had a whole debate, and he was like,
You was right, G.
You said, I don't agree with that. I said, well, you don't know what Kyah did to me? Because at that time, I got a call from somebody else. Now, she didn't set the call up, but they were just saying that. So I'm just like, wait, what is going on? Like, Pooh was asking me about Kyah, you acting funny to Kyah. I said, what?
Right.
So then when I came in, I was telling you about another female I want to interview. You was like, why are we not interviewing Kyah? I said, for what? How you know I'm not mad at her right now? And I said, you being biased. I tried to have an argument. I said, you being biased because that's your family. He said, no, because she's nice. I said, you think I don't think she's nice? Trying to get him. I was trying to get him. He wouldn't let go. I ain't gonna lie, he spoke up.
Feelings because of Pooh?
Nah, because I was just saying.
Pooh hurt your feelings.
You've been hurt my feelings. Back in the day, stuff. I said, yeah, she left me. I said, that was my argument. She left me hanging.
Where did I go?
And that's what I told him.
Where did I go that I left you hanging?
I said she left me for Ox. Did I tell you that? And I bring that up?
You introduced me to Ox.
But you still left me for him. But I was just telling him how you know I didn't get over. What I was telling G, the point is, you're right, we got past it. But I was telling him how you know that I got over that. I said, it take you for a long time to get over things. He's like, no.
That's why communication is key. And comprehension opens the door. Because why would that hurt your feelings if you introduced me to him? You wanted me to take my career seriously when I didn't want to. And you felt like Ox was the best person for me to take my career seriously. And you know that. Y'all wasn't even serious. I wasn't serious. I was just rapping. I didn't give a if I made it or not. I was just rapping. Especially back then. You know that.
I think that, no, actually, now that you brought it up, that is 100% true. I think that because I had an argument with Ox one time about it, I think I just blamed you. He said, you got to talk to Kyah. I said, how y'all going to do something like that and not tell me, man? I introduced you to her. He like,
what's up with you?
No, he was right, though. You got to talk to Kyah. How you going to talk to me?
Ox and I had our differences as well, too.
Yeah.
It was a time we didn't speak.
But no, hold on. We talk about the beginnings. We talk about, okay, so hold on. It was Team Like with Kyah Baby Flip, and then it was me and you only at one point because they took a break, and then I introduced you to Ox because I couldn't take you, because I was doing Get Light music, and I felt that, but for some reason, you fall asleep, you wake up, things is moving. You talk about self, and I'm like, whoa. So I saw Ox, and I called him. I said, that's not right. Why you didn't put me on? But he said, you got to talk to Kyah. He said, me and you have a different relationship. You introduced me to Kyah, but your relationship is with her. I am not supposed to call you and tell you what business move I'm doing with her because that's not what we established. So by him saying that, even though he was real, I end up just being mad at Kyah.
I understand that now that you broke it down.
Yeah, because he said it real. Like, he said, why don't you just talk to her? Like, he said the same thing. You introduced me to her. Mm-hmm. You told me this when I first met her. You said, because I couldn't take her any further. I was doing Get Light music, sidekick. She's actually talented, so he's the actual rapper at the time. So I'm like, I couldn't do anything else. And that was it. But like I said, I fell asleep. I woke up. I'm talking about DJ Self standing on couches and all that. I'm like,
yes.
I'm like, wait,
that was
what?
an accident though. I wasn't supposed to be in that song.
Yeah, so that's what I was hating. It was hate.
Supposed to be in that song.
But it don't take away, and that's what, shout out to G Money. And let me just say, pull the mic a little closer because I want you to hear this. Put it a little closer so you can talk to it. G Money was saying that G Money felt like, and this is the first time, this is the second time he spoke though. Yeah. He was adamant about this.
Enough of your
the first time was with the first time was with the Studio 22, but this was the second time he was just like you're supposed to be like family. It looked kind of crazy. Like, we got a podcast, Kaya's there, and we having all these people up here and not Kyah. He said, I don't think that's right. And I remember standing there listening to him, like, and then I spoke to Pooh. I said, Pooh called me about the same thing. It's nothing intentional, but it's good to have somebody keep you on your toes because he said that. And not that I don't love you, or I was just being combative to him, to his saying, but I respected it. Like, after that, I left and said, of course we could get Kyah, man. I was just telling him I wasn't ready, but he was like, when are you gonna be ready? That's what it says. I'm not ready now.
That's why I love Pooh though, because I never told Pooh to call you about that.
Yeah, I know. I spoke to him after.
Pooh was like that though. Pooh would call my phone randomly, like, yo, G, you got an idea?
Pooh always texting on me randomly.
He just hit me on some just random left field. I don't talk to him in months. He'll call my phone like,
Facts.
yo. I'm like, okay.
Pooh made it
I told Pooh to open a studio back in the Coliseum because they need it. And in this day and age, it would be a beautiful thing for him. He can make a lot of videos, he can make a lot of money, and it will probably save the Coliseum because there's nothing like that there. You can have the booth. You have so many things going on now, block work, this work, that work. Some like that, like the Ticket to Basement, bring it back in Queens, that's going to be fire. I told Pooh, he said he'll consider it. He
just called me out of nowhere, like, I want to talk to you. What's up? Yo, why you act like that to Kyah? Huh? So what you mean by acting like that to Kyah? I said, none of your business. Being Flip at the time. This was like 3 years ago. I said, why? Why am I doing nothing to Kyah? He said, yo, you moving and stuff. I said, what you would put in my skit? Should I put in my skit? What? And I told him the same thing. Kyah moved on and was doing her thing. I'm doing my thing. What do you want me to do? But this
put me in your skin.
Yeah, but then when I speak to Kyah, I'm regular. What's going on? Kyah, what's up? Hey!
Put me in the fucking cab. All that shit you were doing. Everything's all about timing now. I learned that, so.
That's a good song, too.
I got over it. I got over it. I was mad at first, though. I was like, damn, why he not putting me in the cab playing my song? But I get it.
I love you.
I love you. That shit don't never stop.
I love you, but you know what? I'm not too big to get checked. I got checked by people who know sometimes you need that. You need a reality check. Now, what if G would have just said, "All right, Flip"? He didn't. I remember the day. He didn't. Then I even told he tried to bring up another argument. I said we're gonna get Kyah at the top of the year. He asked me again, "Yo, what's up with Kyah?"
It takes G a long time to get that way, though.
I guess he was older than that. Now, who the fuck knows?
He was. It takes G a long time to address the situation.
Congratulations.
We made it.
Hey, drink your water, man. Do your thing, man. It's your family.
Wow.
All right, so
my family.
Let's talk about your childhood. That sounds kind of crazy, right?
Come on, really? Are we gonna go to the childhood with Kyah?
We have to. We gotta hear the history.
Same thing?
We gotta hear the history.
Gee, you know her childhood.
They don't know her childhood.
Okay, do your thing.
So
childhood, baby.
Where you from? You from Harlem or Brooklyn or
everywhere in Queens? Everywhere in Queens.
Everywhere in Queens.
I don't know about all Harlem and Brooklyn. Everywhere in Queens, though.
Now talk about growing up, though. Like obviously being Flip. What Flip knows the older side of Kyah.
Yeah, you know that. For those who don't know, G is my blood cousin. Like we share the same last name. I do wish I had my mother's last name though, because it's cooler than our last name. Cool. That's the only reason.
What's cooler than Hawkins?
Boy, if my last name was Chen Young, you know how fire I would be? Exactly. Don't Flip. Don't even. Kyah Chen Young goes crazy.
It's not bad.
Hey, y'all. Type of rapper, that would have been my image, feel me? But anyway, I grew up back and forth between Queens Village and the projects. I guess my mother and father were not together as me coming up.
For the projects.
My father was in and out of jail as a child. I did not know that. My mother used to hold it down and tell me that he was like at job programs or work away for months. And so shout out to my mother because she could have been a bitter lady and been like, oh, your father ain't he in jail. She never did that to me. It was when I got older, she explained to me what jail was and where he was at and what was going on. So, but when he was home, my father did absolutely make effort. I used to spend weekends with him, get me from school. His wife at the time was also supportive. I cannot speak on my mother and her relationship. I really don't know, but it wasn't no drama from what I recall. It wasn't no beef, like fights or anything between them. So I was back and forth between Queens Village and the projects.
40.
40, big 40.
Talk about moms a little bit more too. I know moms. She's a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? She got a big personality.
I love her.
My mother shout out to Dawn.
Love her, bro.
She has a different way of parenting. I could say I wouldn't say it's mad strict, but she didn't take it easy on me. Like this was not her thing. Like music, no, that was not her. Like you need a job. You need to do something. That's not it. It's not gonna be that. But she did become more supportive when she saw the support I was actually receiving. Because when you're somebody's parent, you see how hard it is, how frustrated it is. And you don't know, if you don't come from that world, like my mother's not an entertainer. She don't know about that. My mother been a teacher her whole life, or a guidance counselor, a therapist, whatever the fuck. She's done everything in that field. her whole life. So a person in that field, they don't understand I want to do music. They don't understand, like, well, these people's not supporting you, baby. It's not bringing no money. Like, they don't want to hear that. Especially she's Jamaican, so she don't want to hear that. It's like the blood clot. You need a job because the music is not doing it. You're going out, and to a parent, that's what it looks like. At that young age, like, bro, you're going out every day, and you still asking me for money. Like, get a job. So after a certain age, G, I've been having a job since I was 14. I worked summer youth, McDonald's, sneaker stores, Target, post office, anything you can think of, I did it. Law offices, I did anything you could think of in a book. I had mad jobs because of my upbringing. But I appreciate it because it taught me discipline. It taught me respect, and it taught me to really appreciate your hustle and go hard at your hustle because it's not easy. And I might be the same way if I have a child. Me being in the music business now, of course I know my child might have it easier. You know what I'm saying? When I blow up, they're going to have it. It's a privileged child. But if I wasn't, I might be the same way. Like, nah, this music shit, not it. You're getting 0.1% off a penny for a stream. And then for your shows, you're getting whatever you could take. So, no, get a job. But yeah, I was back Queens Village, 40 Project, Southside. Shaked me. It was, I used to play ball before anything, of course. That ran in the family. G was nice. What happened, G? I think I could beat you now at this point.
I was okay.
My cardio was up there. I think I could beat you now.
You said your what?
My cardio.
I don't think so.
Remember last time we had a game, it was like 40 day, and I couldn't run up and down the court. I was very tired.
I don't think you could ever beat me in basketball.
Can. But anyway, we come from a basketball family.
Facts.
On our side.
I'm aware.
Yeah,
we just had Niclerio up here too.
Yeah, you know.
We just had Niclerio up here recently. Cardoza.
I saw.
You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't our coach though for the girls team in Cardozo. He wasn't the girls coach. He was only the boys coach.
What junior high school you went to, Kyah?
What was it called? Either it was 67 or 167. I think it was 67 though. Because I went to, all right, so boom. I got suspended in second grade, right?
Second grade.
My mother sent me to another school. She wasn't with it. Like that I remember. For some reason, you know how you just vividly remember some things as a child? I remember my mother was not with that. She was pissed off at the teaching curriculum, like repeated homework, the same type of worksheets, just in a different order. So my mother was already a teacher. So you got to understand from her point of view, it was like, you're not teaching my child, you're teaching her memory. Like you're teaching her 5 times 5 every day. It's the same thing. She's not learning anything. She's memorizing it. So she sent me to a white school way out in fucking Douglaston. And from there, my zone school was another school deep in Douglaston, Little Neck. So I think it was 67. Louis Pasture was the name for sure.
And after that, you went to Cardozo?
I went to Cardozo.
You graduated from Cardozo?
Yes, I graduated from Cardozo. I almost didn't, but I did.
You paused for a second there.
Because I wasn't. If it wasn't for Miss DeVore, and y'all know Miss DeVore. Y'all know Miss DeVore. She's like one of the biggest dance instructors in Queens. Like everybody went to her. Davina, Sensei, Misha. Yes, everybody that's flying in dance went to Miss DeVore. Like they went there. Her and my guidance counselor, Miss Shore. They cared about me.
You calling people names and watching me.
And Miss Garfield. Shout out to R.I.P. to Miss Garfield. Those 3 teachers made sure I graduated, and I'll never forget them for that. They made sure. But Cardozo also has, I don't know if they still do, they had a lot of programs that assisted you with graduating that other schools didn't have. Like I had Saturday school. A lot of schools didn't have that. I had something called rep classes. If I had like a period 1 to 6, and I was feeling English, and there was an extra English class 8th period, I would have to wait and do that English class 8th period for whatever semester to make up those credits. I had concurrent options. That shit was like a packet of work. You had to pay for that, take a test. You pass, you get your money back. They had a lot of options to graduate.
That's right.
Yeah, Cardozo was a really good school to not only graduate from, but to help you graduate. They really didn't want you stuck there. So if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have graduated on time. Because I was failing. My senior year, I was. All my friends were getting out 4th period. I still had a 1 to 8, like a dummy. I was pissed. Just from cutting. Not from being stupid, just from cutting.
Did you have fights a lot when you were younger?
I did. You know I was fresh young lady.
He like that.
That's where my first lit song came from. Yo, tell them who we are. Yo, tell them who we are.
I'm not saying it. What, yo?
We fresh young ladies. Yeah.
That song was crazy. That song.
That
song was an accident. Shout out to Pooh. See, Pooh recorded that.
Wow.
That song was an accident.
That's still my favorite joints.
I wrote it, and then Pooh was like, "Yo, everybody should be in the hook." And this was like Sidekick days, and I hit up everybody, "Yo, come to the Ave and do your little We Fresh Young Ladies," and they sung their little part, and that was it.
Makita get crazy. Makita get crazy.
Do it for the ladies. Yo, tell them who we are. Yes. Shout out to FYI. I'm still cool with all of them. Every last one of them.
Shout out to them.
That song is a part of like the Queens, our Queens teen party. Like,
yes.
Isn't that?
Absolutely.
Remember, I was doing anthems.
I know.
You were doing
your
anthems.
songs too. Like that was the whole.
That's
wave.
what helped me make the FYO anthem.
I know, but I don't want to say all that. That's not the point. The point is, the FYO anthem was fire.
Fire.
Yo, tell them who we are.
I got paid to do anthems after that.
Yeah,
And some people I couldn't because they was really beefing with our group of friends. Like, even though we may have had beef for other groups of females, I necessarily wasn't beefing with every female in the other group that they was beefing with. So some people were like, yo, do my anthem. I was like, nah, I can't. That's wild. Like, I'm FYO. I can't do that. I think I did P-Rock and that was it. Because they guys. They don't have nothing to do with it.
I remember them P-Rock.
Yeah,
and TPO.
I sent chance to them to come do the record. They were trying to get their team going and all that. So I told them, like, yo, get Kyah up about it. Situated it. You know what I'm saying?
That was fire.
That was fire.
Shout out to Chance and Chambers. They on fire right now in the party scene.
Yeah, shout out to them.
You know what I'm saying? They doing it.
This is around the time the pop page was around. Remember that?
Yo,
you started that. Why you put me on there?
You got in trouble with it.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Why would you put me on a pop page? That's my brother.
Are you crazy?
You did put me on there.
How?
You put me on there and I was dating Peanut. I did not forget that. And I thought it was so hilarious because I was still a virgin. I said, this page is hilarious. Because first of all, I'm gay. Second of all, I have a boyfriend, but I never had sex with him yet. So for me to be on this page is hilarious.
I'm about to get you. You ready?
You say you sucked the nut out of Peanut.
I never will write that.
So who else was on that page with you?
Remember there was another guy named Mr. Cool Guy?
I don't know that. I know that name, though.
Yeah, I didn't write that. Are you crazy?
Now I'm going to smack fire on him next time I see him.
You can't be still. Listen, so the reason why the pop on, the Pops on Blast page, the reason why, people were mad, but.
This is MySpace, by the way.
So yeah, MySpace.
Yes.
So I want to explain to you how MySpace worked. Like, MySpace, you were able to, because there was a girl that got upset. No, for real. And Van Buren. I think she tried to jump out the window or something like that. But
no.
And the Pops on Blast page was the main focal point. So when they came and talked to me, it was a whole big thing. What happened was that the pictures did not come to me for me to post them. See, that's what made me complicit. Because I was, at the time, 19 years old. These are some 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 15-year-olds. So it would make me complicit. If the pictures were sent to me, then I post them. But how MySpace worked is that you post the pictures in the comment section.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing they could say is that I made the song. Hey, welcome to the pop page. But I didn't get no pictures. Mm-hmm. So when they told me with Kyah, I'm like, what? You gotta take that down. I didn't know. Remember that page got about 2 million followers in 4 days.
It was wildin'. Mind you, it was my regular picture. It's not like it was a video of me doing anything, a video of me kissing. It was just my regular picture from my. So I'm like, now y'all taking it a little too far.
Yeah, it went far, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I was scared every day. I would check that page every day. Like, yo, I bet I see no posts.
I wasn't scared. I didn't give a
was coming up to me.
Nah, that was a wild time.
That page really made me appreciate my mother too even more. Like what? You gotta respect yourself.
What's up with you talking about? Yeah, at first I'm gay, and it wasn't like
I was. You thought because I was bisexual. There.
Right, come on, stop.
That makes it better for you.
The LGBTQ community, don't do that.
I don't know.
Don't
about
utilize
that
to your abilities because you want to.
No, do not put that in this. I don't know if that's a whole different world.
That's what they.
That.
You're not into what?
Whatever you just dumb letters.
So
I support people's decisions. That's their business, but
that's not how you identify with.
No.
Okay, so at the time, were you? I ain't gonna ask because that's how we get in trouble. All right. So
was I dating both?
Because you my sister, I love you, but I don't want them to shut me down again.
I don't want to be.
Yeah.
Canceled
like
either.
Huh? He got him. Ah! They shut me down, man. Come on, we lost the whole NBC joint because of that, man. Because of you, G. Yo, I really want to blame you for that, bro. I told you I didn't want to interview that dude, bro. I said we didn't know him.
I knew him, man.
You really made me lose that, bro.
Me?
Right, Bass? You gotta blame him. We didn't want to interview him, bro. You see, you was Space did the same thing with the Mike Rule joint. Like,
I wanted to interview him
no.
He just had died on a show, and then he went viral in the club. I'm like, you gotta get him on the show. It makes sense. And I watched the show. I'm like, I know what's up with
I
this
stopped
guy.
watching this since Ghost died.
I watched the show.
But look how that had a domino effect. So I don't want to play around with Kai. But at the same time, you liked. So first, before I ask, are you comfortable with discussing, not just your sex life? Not that. I'm just talking about like who you like. Is that comfortable for you?
My sexuality, yeah. People ask me that all the time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Except.
They serious out here. Yeah. They say, yo, we can't. After further review, we want to. Man, I say, yo, I think it's over. Yeah. So, but when I was younger, when we were younger, and that was a question they used to ask that if you liked girls or not. But I did see you with you had boyfriends. I mean, even when you came to Miami, we went to Miami. I remember, like, it was some boy you like. I forgot who it was, and I kind of got mad.
I didn't like him. I was drunk.
I was trying to fight him and stuff like that.
I was young and drunk. I wasn't even 21. I shouldn't even have been drinking. So now that I'm older and I see the effect that liquor has on your brain and your body as a 19-year-old, it's different. And it's sad. So when a lot of females come out with rape stories under 21, I believe them wholeheartedly because liquor is not for people under 21. I'll say that every day. Like, liquor is not for people under 21 at all. Like, your mind is not even... When you read, your mind is not even developed till you're 25. Your brain stops fully developing when you're 25 years old. At 20, drinking liquor, and I had a whole Patron bottle to myself.
Wait, hold on.
I threw up. You remember in the Airbnb?
It got crazy in Miami?
No, nothing happened to me. But I didn't like him like that.
But you were mad at me.
I didn't have a crush on him.
So why were you mad at me for wanting to fight and coming out the hotel room screaming, looking for you?
Because why do you have to fight?
Because I protect you.
Look.
Don't play.
You get like.
I'm gay. What?
I said, look how you get. Nobody want
they mad at me. Oh,
nobody want they
you agree all that walking out. Oh,
you know me. If something happened to me, I would already been in jail. Or wouldn't be. You would be fighting because of that. Like, yo, what happened to Kyah that she's in jail? Like, what y'all do? We just got drunk and I wanted to leave. I threw up. Was chatting. I threw up on him.
But you.
I threw up on him. Nothing happened.
But
we didn't.
Why you got mad at me? Because I was overprotective. You were mad, like, oh, come on. You.
I wasn't mad at you being overprotective. It's just back then you did a lot, and we was in another state. So I was thinking of all the factors that could happen to us in another state. I'm underage. I have to go back home. I have to go back to school because you were dropping me off to summer school. If you forgot, and right, and I know how you get. So I'm like, we not doing this out here. Like, that age, I started to get wiser. Like, I already had mad project friends, saw them die, saw them go to jail from 12, 13, 14 years old. So I'm like, nah, I'm 20. We not doing this. I'm not even 21, so we definitely not doing that. Like,
do you remember who he's out there with?
You, First Lady, Bree Beauty, Hits, Peanut. Who else came with us?
At that time.
Because we was smushed up in that car, though. It was me, you, Hits, Peanut, Bree Beauty, or somebody else, no?
I drove down there?
Absolutely.
First Lady.
Yeah. We did a lot of wild And you had an altercation in a restaurant on the way there. You forgot? So that's probably what pissed me off too.
With who?
When the cops came.
With Bree?
Yeah.
What was that over?
I don't even remember. I think chicken or some stupid shit. All I know, y'all started throwing chairs in the restaurant. While I was ordering, I turned around like, what the fuck?
I think she said...
Cops came and everything.
She held it down, though. She didn't tell on me.
She didn't. She
Yeah, that's
definitely
my
held it
brother.
down.
Yeah,
We was family.
Yeah.
We didn't call the cops. The establishment did. So it's like, nothing happened, and we went on about our trip.
Gee, come on, G. Why you looking at me like that?
He didn't do that.
He did.
Tell her, G.
We always wilded on each other, but we always protected each other. And
Tell
that's
her,
probably
G.
why Flip was mad, because he didn't know what me and Bree and First Lady went that night. We went to our own loft party and was there. They was trying to hit on us. I'm not gonna lie, I think I probably jerked somebody off real quick.
Whoa.
And he got mad because I was little and I threw up.
Oh,
I heard you was kissing. That's what I heard. I was tight.
I probably did. I wasn't sucking no though. I know
Nah,
that.
I didn't
for
say-
a fact.
I didn't say, oh, easy.
His was little and I threw up. That's what happened. And when we got in the taxi, I said, mister, you got to pull over because I got to throw up. And he said, no, you're going to get out. I said, okay. And I said, bleh. I got all over his taxi. He said, I got to get the fuck out. So Bree probably called you all irate and pissed, or First Lady, because she wasn't that drunk.
Yeah.
First Lady didn't get used to get that drunk.
They was telling me that somebody was trying to argue with you because you wanted to leave.
Probably the nigga.
And then when you got outside, I was yelling, like, and that's what happened. When you were leaving, you're like, I'm not doing this. And you got in the cab there.
Yeah.
Because I had pulled up in whatever
Yes,
car.
at
And
the
then
party.
you said, no, stop. You always do this. And Luck was outside. Mammy
Yeah.
was outside. Who? Like that. You're like, no, stop. And you got in the car, took the cab, and you left. I said, like, for real.
You got in the cab.
believe-
And first lady told me, like, the guy was mad. Something with Kyah. It was kissing. It was all making. All of them was up there.
I think that was
turned
my
up.
first bad hangover ever. I will never forget. I had the little Patron to myself, the whole thing. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I couldn't get in no parties really because I was under 21. So we just walking the strip, finding whatever little loft parties we could find.
We skip mans, but that's
No, that's cool. It's crazy because these are stories that I don't know none of these stories.
Yeah,
Like,
nobody
when-
knows a lot of these
When
stories.
me and Kai hang out, we don't. It's just more of a vibe. We just chill, we drink, sometimes we'll talk. You know what I'm saying? We don't really get into all this details of all this stuff. I don't really ask none of this personal stuff like this. So
I mean, what family situation you ever had? Like, what was the most like family situation you had? Any argument?
nah.
Nothing.
Arguments, no, but he did have to bail me out of jail one time. He didn't have to, but he did.
That's probably the craziest.
That was probably the craziest.
That's it, really.
She called you.
I couldn't call him.
Well, she is.
Takeem.
Takeem, shout out to Takeem, man. Rest in peace.
Shout out to Takeem,
Takeem
man.
called me. I want to say like 11, 12 at night or something like that. Like 1, I don't know.
Before they take you to Rikers.
Before he take it to Rikers. So he called me like,
Crunch
yo,
time.
come through, bro. We need you right now. You gotta get Kyah out. I'm like, Kyah out? I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know what y'all. I'm like, listen, I ain't with none of this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, nah, we gotta get some money right now. Go get Kyah because if not, they're gonna take it to Rikers. I'm like, yo, I have no cash for me right now, bro. Oh, boy, can you go to the bank? Something like, yo, I don't know, the banks are closed. I don't know. I gotta try to find somewhere to go. And then I'm like, all right, cool. I ended up like driving. I found some ATM or something. I took the bread out and then rushed it over there, gave it to Takeem, picked Takeem up, went to go, got out. You know what I'm saying?
What you was locked up for?
That one, I think, was that a gun charge or assault?
Oh, I think that was a assault. Something.
Mm-hmm.
I think you said you argued with somebody
Assault.
outside or something like that.
That wasn't the city I was in, was I?
Was you in the Bronx?
I don't remember then. That probably wasn't.
What did you do to them?
I backed out on them. And I said, what happened? And I said, you want to fight? And they didn't want to fight. They called the cops immediately. So that's what happened.
They found a weapon.
It wasn't on me, though. It was in someone else's apartment. So that person had an immigrant there. So you know how that goes. Easy scapegoat. Shout out to God. That probably wasn't God that did that, right? Now that I think about it, no, that was God. He was teaching me my lesson.
He
So
told you
God-
lesson and got you out of it. Like, all right.
To stop. No, that wasn't God
Chill
that
out.
put me in a situation. He got me out that situation.
How much times you got arrested?
Probably like 4. Probably about 4 times.
That was the first one?
No. I think that was the third one. And then when I was in Ohio, that was the last one. That was my last straw of getting arrested. That's when I said I'm going to stop everything I'm doing.
You arrested in Ohio?
Yes.
With the yards?
What?
With the yards.
That's what y'all call them? What's that, crackheads?
No, yards, cards, yards, swipes.
Oh, yes. Pieces? The yards go crazy. I never heard that one. That's a new term they use?
Well, I use that term.
That's what they say in that movie?
Yeah.
You're young, so your man's be saying yards?
Yeah.
Oh, pieces.
My first time hearing it just now, but I kind of...
Yeah, with the yards.
Yeah, with the yards.
You was wilding? What you raked up?
I wasn't wilding. I took a charge from somebody else. I wasn't wilding. You have to throw his hat. I wasn't wilding. I never got a chance to wild.
So what happened in Ohio? What happened to the case, Kyah?
I fought my case. I hired an attorney. I used everything I made out there, obviously. My savings, my family put up money for me for the bill because my bill was $500,000. So I had to wait to transfer it to another county so my bill could get lowered.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Yes.
Hold on.
Ohio was crazy.
You knew about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew about that.
Yo!
Yeah, I know.
G!
Yo,
G, don't you do that to my family.
that's what I said.
G, wait.
That's what he said.
Wait, hold on, wait. I need to know Are you able to tell the story without?
Yeah.
I need to know from the beginning. I'm gonna close my eyes. Go. I'm imagining Ohio. I see trains.
Oh boy, it was no trains. I took a trip with one of my homegirls. She like, yo, we about to go.
You know what you was gonna do. Don't front. Don't put it on. You know what y'all was going out there to do.
No, listen. Let me tell you something. One thing about me, when I was scamming, once I learned what to do, I was not nobody's runner. I used to do my own. Me and my homegirl, I'm not gonna say her name. I knew how to pick up my bins. I knew how to still blink some staples wherever I knew to press them up. We had our own machine and everything. I was never nobody's runner. I wasn't no sucking nobody to get pieces. That's what a lot of these do. So let's start with that. She told me she was with somebody and they was like, yo, it's 100 bands. When they pulled up, I called her. I said, I don't feel right about this trip. Like, it's too many. I don't know these. I don't like them like that. But she's like, oh no, it's good. I just came from out there. I'm like, I'm only going with her because at the time this was my best friend. It's my best friend. Like, we was breaking bread together and everything. That's my best friend. So I'm like, all right, come, whatever, we going. We go. She do her day one day. The next day, we do our thing. Now, the thing is to look like you're doing something. When you scamming, you can't just go look like a regular hood ass. So sometimes I would dress in very business attire, a nurse, even something like look like I did something. Unfortunately, we both had on scrubs. So I ended up going to the same store she went to the day before. And they was tricking me the whole time. They was acting like they was getting a product I asked for, but they was really calling the cops. Because they thought I was her from the day before. So she calls me like, yo, what you doing? I said, nothing, I'm waiting. I was actually playing on the model phones that they be having on the I was just playing again. I said, nothing, I'm waiting for them to bring the She was like, yo, it's mad cops outside. So I don't know what they doing, but hide them. I tried to flush them down the toilet. They was not going down the toilet. This is the first time I stuck my hand in the motherfucking toilet. I felt disgusted. I tried to flush them, they didn't flush. I tried to break them off, flush them, they was not flushing. I said, all right. Quick thinking, boom. I ripped the sole on my sneakers. I put all them in the sole on my sneakers. I left. Soon as I came out the bathroom, the cop was standing. They was waiting for me. It was no escape. They was already waiting for me out the bathroom door. He grabbed me. He was like, yeah, you think you cute? You think you would come out here? I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, we got you on camera from yesterday. So the whole time I'm like, I didn't come in here yesterday. So he showed me the video. He was like, that's you? I'm like, that's not even me. Like, it's not that same hairstyle, nothing. He was like, that's a similar outfit. That's you. Just push your hair back. So you know white people, they don't know what the black people, they don't give a look at our features. You the same black girl from yesterday. I got a similar outfit, and I said what I said. So that's why I hired an attorney instead of getting a state-appointed attorney so I could get clear video, proof that it's not me. So what made my case worse is I don't know how I accidentally had a piece on me that was her piece too. So it looked like I stole her identity plus the other nigga's identity that was stole from yesterday. So I was in deep and he was like, yo, you about to get 7 years. And I said, so I'm going to just have to get 7 years because I didn't do nothing. So I fought my case the whole time. I had that open case that you built me out from. I still had that open case. So that didn't show. So I was good on that. So according to them, I had a clean record. So I fought that. I sat in one place, one county in Ohio.
How long?
My bill was $1 million. Like I said, I'm not paying that. And I'm gonna sit here until y'all lower my bill. So I sat there and they transferred me to another county, and they lowered it to $100,000, which equals to $10,000 cash. So I'm like, all right, cool, we could do that. So I finally made a call to the girl I was in there for, and I said, you could tell my family I'm in jail, because I didn't tell them at first.
How long you was in there for?
Like a month and some change.
The girl named starts with an S, the one I was beefing with?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So, yeah, I did that. And thank God when the judge sent it to me, I was like, praise God, bro. Because I was looking at 7 years. But it just, I get, because she didn't steal nothing crazy from the day before, they couldn't really give me 7 years. That was just like a scare tactic, really. They couldn't give me. I didn't steal thousands and thousands of dollars worth of shit. Plus the pieces I had on me, I didn't use them yet. So, and they all said my name. It's not like they could run them and see what's on there. It don't work like that. So, thank God on that part.
They found it in your shoe?
Absolutely. That's when I knew it was over for me. I was sitting there chilling the first couple of days, like, these guy, I ain't do nothing. And then he was like, by the way, we found what you put in your sneakers. I didn't even leave in my sneakers. My manager came to get me and my mother. Shout out to my manager. That's why me and him is like this to this day. And people are like, why is that your manager still? It's a lot we've been through. They had to pick me up because it was a snowstorm. And Ohio get different type of snow, like 6 feet of snow. So the snow was at least up to my knees. They had to pick me up. I left with no sneakers. I had no coat because it was evidence. And I had to go buy a cheap-ass coat from, they didn't even call it Walmart out there. I don't know what the they got in Ohio. Nothing but crackheads. I'm sorry. If you from Ohio.
Easy.
I'm sorry, y'all cool, but the part I was in was a lot of crackheads. It was like it was like an abandoned town, the part I was
Shout out to Ohio, official. Shout out to the homies out there.
Listen.
All my dudes in Ohio that get in Ohio.
All my dudes that's official in Ohio, y'all know this don't pertain to y'all, but y'all know y'all got that part of town that's nothing but crackheads. That's the part I was in.
We don't know what that is.
They know.
I don't. R.I.P.
Shout
Shorty
out
Low.
to
R.I.P.
Miss
Shorty
Mitchell.
Low.
Shout out to my probation officer, Miss Mitchell. She really fought hard for me too.
She was your probation officer out here.
No, she was my probation officer in Ohio. She got my probation switched to New York because even after I did that, they violated me. I had to go to Ohio every month for a drug test. Every month. That's why me and Charisma got so close, because she used to drive me every month if I didn't have to take the Greyhound. She used to drive me.
It's like 7 hours?
Yeah, about 7-8 hours, yeah. We used to split the drive. But the fact that she came with me still, like, that meant a lot to me. Like, could have did that myself.
Is that the reason you and the girl stopped talking at one point?
Mm-hmm.
But why would you get mad at her? Hold on. Let me ask the question.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you get mad at her if it wasn't her fault that you were, like, you, I don't think, it's not her fault.
Because one, I told her the she was dealing with was already dealing with another female that I was cool with. So it came to a point one day she called me like, I think they coming to jump me. And I said, they like that, but they not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gonna fight you one-on-one. She not ever coming to jump you. So if she's coming to get her clothes, she's coming to get her clothes. And they came to get her clothes. But after that, I said, I don't want nothing to do with that, because I told you that this ain't like, he used to drive the other shorty car and pick her up. So I don't like being involved in stuff like that when it's two females I'm cool with. You know what I'm saying? Even though she was my closer friend, that's still my bitch. Like, I grew up with her. Like, I don't want to be involved in that. So while I'm in there, you know my mother don't play. She made her way down there. She made sure I had common service, so I had calls. And Tasha and them was telling me, like, yo, she's trying to set up a game night while you in jail. So to me, I mean, I'm heated. Like, what the games you got to play besides helping me get the out of here? Like, what games are you playing? Then she was still dealing with the. So that's what made me like, you just not making good choices, bro. I already told you from jump, I don't want to come here. I came with you. Went left. That should have never happened. Whether we went to the same store or not, bro, I've been scamming for years. That should have never happened. That means you cross-wired the same type of information on both of our cards. So it was going to happen no matter what store I went to. And the fact that she kept with him, I mean, I can't with you because you're not making good decisions. Even though what we doing is wrong, period, you still choosing to deal with a that's lying to you back to back about every thing. While I got arrested, while I'm in there, while I got out. So that just broke up our friendship. And she got arrested twice after that for doing with that. And then she learned her lesson. So that's why I stopped being friends with her. We cordial. We're just not the best of friends no more like that.
I was you got mad at me for her.
I did.
You got mad at me for her. I mean, what's wrong with throwing a game night? I don't understand.
Throwing the game back?
No, you said she what's wrong with the game night? I don't understand.
Why is you having a game night with my friends while I'm in jail? These are my friends. Tasha and them wasn't her mans like that.
Okay, I see how you look at it. But, life don't stop because you got locked up.
Excuse me?
Life do not stop because you got locked up.
I went to Ohio with you. Life do stop when my life stop because it's with you.
So
that's
what
just
did you
how
want her to do, Shakaya?
Get your money up to help me get the out of jail. My mother should not be asking my family to help me get out of jail.
I agree.
Use the rest of them pieces that you had so much faith in or print out some more.
She didn't put no money towards your bail?
A little bit. Very little bit. Very little bit.
Like $1,000?
Very little bit. It doesn't matter. My bill was $10,000, not even half of half.
But maybe she couldn't get the money up, Kaya. Hold on. Did you see, maybe her joints wasn't hitting? What I'm saying is that,
Our joints was hitting. They was nervous after what happened. Everybody was nervous. She couldn't even contact a lot of them no more. When I got out, I couldn't contact a lot of them no more. Everybody changed their number. They were using her.
I love you.
He was using her, is what I'm saying.
Me is different, right? If I knew you was locked up, and I know because of how we came up and, we gonna be different. We gonna do what we can do.
Right.
But what if she didn't have a job and she depended on those pieces? What if they weren't hitting for her to make money? Unless you said Flip, the that she was with, the pieces were hitting. They could have got the money up. Did you have faith that they could have got the money up? That's what I'm asking.
Absolutely, they could have got the money up.
Then I can't argue.
I know they could have gotten the money up.
Okay, then I can't argue.
150% sure. I know they.
So you're 150% sure that
I'm positive.
Okay.
Because they kept doing it. Is what I'm saying. Once I came home, she kept doing it. And she got arrested twice with the. So the second time is what kept her, because it's like, we're not going to keep giving you chances. And that's why I stopped. Because it's like, they're not going to keep giving me chances after chance after chance. Eventually, I'm going to have to do these years, and I'm not with that. So she kept doing it, and I had to fall back because I wasn't with it no more.
Pull the mic a little closer.
No, I wasn't with it.
And bend it like this. You bend.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. Pull it closer to your face, to your mouth.
Hey. All right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But that destroyed the friendship, though. Well, let me tell you. Kyah flipped on me for, you always chasing my friends away and hurting their feelings. I was living with Kyah. I don't care. I was stopping him from coming in the house. I was also crazy.
He was used to be wildin'. She's a sweet girl. That's what it's like.
I like that. That's what I like.
Once I saw she was dickmatized, I'm like, all right, I have to fall back.
Big niggas could do that.
And as a friend, sometimes it's like you either gonna stick with your friend too and be dumb, or you're gonna fall back. I wasn't gonna be dumb. I had to fall back.
Well,
because that was landing her in jail, ruining her life.
It's messed up.
It wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't helping her. He was ruining her life.
Did she ever apologize to you, Kyah? Did she ever come and talk to you like, yo, Kyah?
I don't know.
That's what it is. I got it. Okay.
No.
I get it. I'm with you. Okay.
No. But we cordial.
When that's you spoke to her?
I spoke to her a couple months ago. I didn't speak to her this year, but I spoke to her a couple months ago.
About what? Life?
Regular I have a soul machine she gave Takeem from her grandmother, who deceased. She wanted to know if I still had it, and she wanted to keep it for a memory, and I said, absolutely. Because I don't need it. So it's still there, though. But
you gave it to her? You gave her the soul machine here?
I never had it. She doesn't live out here anymore, so I never had the time. When she comes up, I'm doing stuff like this. Parties.
Rest in peace to Takeem. That's a fact. Whoa, that's a big one.
Yeah. And he didn't like that at all, too, so.
Don't stop. Because, people going to watch it.
He was the main one, like, yo, if you keep doing this, boy, I'm not with you. He didn't like that at all.
Scamming or dealing with her?
Both after that. Scamming and then dealing with her after that. And Takeem's a great judgment of character. So,
man,
both. He didn't like that scamming shit.
I can see him smiling right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Sorry, G.
I'm gonna say, talk about Takeem real quick. Like, how did Takeem, his death affect you personally and musically? I know that we all family, but you and Takeem were a little closer than I feel like me and you were. You know what I'm saying? Like we close, but you and Takeem had a different relationship. You was like your brother,
Absolutely.
so to speak. So like, how did him passing affect your personal, your music, and everything like that?
It made me go harder because Takeem used to try to get me to go everywhere, and I used to be like, I got work. I'm tired. I got work. And he's like, work. Like, you know how Takeem was. Like, boy ain't never had a job. Now I'm trying to think about it. I think he worked. He worked at Quiznos for like 1 week. He stole mad bacon. He was like, yo, we got mad breakfast for the month. Niggas stole mad bacon. That shit was funny. But he was really a free spirit. Like,
Definitely free spirit.
If it wasn't for him, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would be ghetto as hell. Because he took me out of the projects. He took me out of my comfort zone. He took me to Soho. He took me... I learned I could drink on the Long Island Railroad because of him, but that's not important. But just like that, it's like nobody thinks to take even a bus to Roosevelt Field Mall. Like, nobody was doing that at 16, 17 years old. We was going to the Avenue, still.
That's it.
Going to Queens Center Mall. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wasn't going to Roosevelt Field, though. No, we wasn't going to Roosevelt Field, Soho. That's why, like, a lot of people wear today, I'm like, Takeem been on this. Takeem been on this type of style, especially with the tight jeans. Even Landman sneakers. Those remind me of DC sneakers, and Takeem been on that been. The recreation, whatever fucking sneakers that used to be out. He been different. So he definitely took my mind out of a ghetto mind state. And when he passed, it devastated me because we kind of wasn't speaking over something stupid. Like, it's not like we wasn't ever gonna speak again, or it was a horrible argument. It was just regular. We not speaking. So that made me appreciate the people that I have in my life more. Like, we not speaking. You gonna think I'm crazy because we not speaking. Like, what's wrong with you? What happened? Because tomorrow could be any one of our last days, and we gonna be sick that we wasn't speaking because you took my last soda out the fridge. You know what I'm saying? Something stupid like that. So he definitely made me appreciate my loved ones more. And then he definitely made me go harder with music because he used to always say, like, that job, like, do your music, do a song like this, do this. And I said, I got work. But after he passed, I was like, work. And I just stacked my money and I quit my job. And I did this full time. And that held me back from doing a lot. And spending a lot of time with him that I could have spent with him. Because I had work.
How did Takeem affect you? Because I never asked you that question. You don't really show any emotion, but that was your cousin.
Nah, facts.
Like, what did it do to you?
Facts. I never asked you that either.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I of course I miss him. Of course, I wish he was still here, but I don't think it moved me to that point where I was home like going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I think about it all the time. I had a picture in the crib. I kind of like give like a little salute when I leave the house sometime. I give him like a little what up, Ty? You know what I'm saying? I tell Dawson about it, like, yo, remember Takeem? You know what I'm saying? So I kind of do things a little differently. I handle things a little differently. But we check on Sharice, his my aunt, and make sure she's good. We'll check in once in a while, stuff like that. But I don't know. I can't really give it.
Is it because it's hard for you to show emotion? Do you think that because it's very hard for you to even say I love you to somebody? So, is it hard? Is it because that emotion? Because I never asked you that.
That's me too.
Because Takeem was Takeem.
That's what it is.
You told me you love me.
It was
before.
random for us.
It's not hard for you to
like
say
Takeem was so random that even to this day, sometimes I just feel like he's on a long vacation. And I feel like he's gonna call me.
Come on, stop that.
When he comes, but that's just how I feel sometimes about it, cause that's just Takeem.
Yeah.
But when I really sit and think about it, that's when I get sad. Like, damn, boy is gone. Like, but his energy was just so lit. I can't see him being alive right now. I can't. I'm sorry. The way the world is, God took him for a reason. He took it for a reason, cause he just like you overprotective. So is Takeem. Very overprotective, beyond. Like that, I had to say that was my boyfriend when we went out certain places. Like, oh, that's my boyfriend. It's my girlfriend. And that was just that. But
that was my man.
It was random.
I think with me, if I sit and dwell on something, then I'm gonna get emotional. I'm gonna get all like So I think I just kind of like all right, cool, just keep
busy and stuff like that.
Yeah, let's keep it going.
I see the picture in your crib. Man, first of all, I want to say rest in peace to Takeem. It caught all of us off guard. I mean, I remember at the time I went to 40 Projects. The night that it happened, and when he passed away. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the? I didn't even know what was going on, and I forgot how I found out, but I forgot I drove from where I was there, and everybody, it was outside and stuff, and it's an unfortunate situation, man. But to have somebody like that who was jolly, who was cool. What's up, Flip? Always smiling. I mean, one of my fond memories of with Takeem was somebody had a party on Jamaica Ave or around the corner at some hall. One of y'all families, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it wasn't a family, but I know I saw Kyah there, I saw Takeem there. Was it around the Jamaica Ave? It's a hall, though, on Jamaica Ave somewhere in the back streets.
Harvest Room?
Probably Harvest Room, yeah.
Maybe. And then I remember him coming to the door smiling, yo, Flip, what's up, man? And all that. Man, Takeem, get out of here, man. He always laughing and stuff like that. I remember that vividly, seeing him by the door. I remember going there. These are things that play in my head when I think about it. And it's like, life's so short. Maybe, when you think about somebody that you watch grow up, because he always was around Kyah, and you wish you could say more. You know what I'm saying? Because I was around there. And then I was around her other side of the family a lot. But I saw Takeem a lot as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Takeem he was more quiet when he was younger. When I was like during the Light Feet days, he was quiet. Then he started to talk and we laugh and stuff. So I think about it too.
I'm bugging out. My first ever DJ gig was for Takeem's birthday in the projects.
Oh, really?
1999.
The backyard joint?
Nah, in the crib. In the projects, in the park.
And the cribby, them project apartment parties to be
The
lit.
pictures on my Instagram page. My first picture of me DJing, that's my first gig where they called my dad and was like, yo, when's your DJ? I'm like, DJ, all right, where? Takeem birthday party. I think it was a birthday party. And he's like, I'm like, where? In the crib? All right, cool. And Pop set it up, boom, boom, we went, whatever. That was my first time going to an event, a gig, me DJing, my equipment there, and me DJing. That's my first party. Crazy. That almost took my mind. You know what I'm saying? Ty, what up?
And then, seeing his mom, I'll be like, oh, Lord, she always smile, though.
Always.
You guys are, stronger than me. But rest in peace to Takeem. We skipped a lot. Let's go back real quick about what made you want to rap. Let's talk about that whole thing, the rapping thing.
Yo, tell her.
Fucking. What can I say? I guess my experience in Ohio made me take rap serious. You got a lot of time to think in jail. Especially
before
but
that.
That's
what
made me take it serious.
Let's tell us the beginning of rap.
How'd you start? How'd you get into it?
Playing around. I used to play ball, but I used to do my little raps on the side, playing with my friends, joking, and they used to be like, nah, you can really rap. You can't play with, they used to tell us you can't play with us no more because you really clapping us. We used to make raps joking on each other. And they used to be like, nah, you can't play, you nice. So I started rapping. I had some dude, y'all want to rap? Laughed at me. I said, all right, you. Don't rap no more at all, not even know where to be found. I hit up Hits. Shout out to Hits.
Frankie.
It's Young. So you want to rap? He was like, his smooth. He was like, Ty, you want to rap? Hi, boy, gonna rap. He rap. They used to have writing sessions at his crib, play beats, and everybody would write a verse. So that's all I was doing at first, just writing verses with them. Sometimes I make the song, sometimes I won't. Then here along came Flip.
Oh, Lord.
Along came Flip. We was lit. Flip was like, nah, she's nice. She's lit. I'm put on every song. Flip was putting me in everything. He said, we was writing songs together. I didn't give a who I wrote for. I wasn't that type of person back then. Give me credit. I didn't give a We was having fun. We was young. We was doing our thing. And he put me on the Ox. That's when I didn't like rap. Because Ox was serious and I wasn't. And he was like, yeah, you got to come to the studio. I was like, but I'm outside. He was like, but you got to be in the studio. If you want to be a rapper, you got to come to the studio. And he used to come get me from the projects and make me sit in Benny's studio. Shout out to Benny H. I used to sit there for hours doing nothing. And that was when Queens the Movement was lit. It was Ox, Leon Lloyd, Lex, Victor Moan. They had Queens the Movement, QDM. You know, Shatik used to do a lot of shit for them. And I didn't want to be there. They was rapping. But I learned a lot. Like, I learned about hooks, bridges, different voices for different tracks. I didn't know none of that shit. I just knew how to compose a verse and make a good verse or rap.
When did you do Fresh Young Ladies? Like,
I did that before.
But before all that stuff happened?
No, before. That was fun. I still didn't want to be a rapper at that point. I just
because that's my first memory of her rapping. Even though we family, I didn't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, full disclosure, at the time, like, we family, but me and Kyah wasn't hanging out every day. Was talking every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or see each other, family functions. We hang out here and there, projects, boom, boom. But she was doing her own thing with, you know, hits and everybody, Takeem and her other friends. So I was doing my thing over here. Like, we come together, we chill. So I didn't know about all this other stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
I was being ghetto basically, and G was in ghetto. That's what he's trying to say.
I remember that whole process.
So my whole introduction to Kyah rapping was at Roy Wilkins, as far as I remember.
Wow.
Tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, Roy Wilkins, I'm on the stage DJing. This what I'm doing. I'm doing all the teen parties in Queens. Roy Wilkins 360,
lit.
Amazora. I'm doing every teen lit party. GX Theater. I'm doing all of this. You know what I'm saying? It's like a few other DJs, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm rocking. So I'm on stage at Roy Wilkins, and she's like, "Yo," I remember her tapping my leg, like, "Yo, G, what up?" I'm like, "What up?" She catch me a CD. I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "Who's this?" She was like, "It's me." I'm like, "Yo, I think I can get back to her. Like, yo, stop playing. Like, Kyah, what you doing? Like, Kyah, chill out." You know what I'm saying? She's like, "Nah." Like, hit my leg, like, "Yo, put this on." I'm like, "You rap, son?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "When do you start? What you mean you rap? I don't know you. Like, you rap? What do you mean you rap? I don't understand. I'm like, "All right, let me see." I'm like, "Yo, Kyah," I think I tell her, like, "Yo, look, this better be good, because, you know, I got the crowd. I can't be messing the crowd up." You know what I'm saying? Like, they lit right now. She's like, "Yo, play this song," and like walked off. I'm like, I can't tell her no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I hope it's good. And then, "Yo, tell them who we are."
We fresh young. The whole crowd said, "We fresh young ladies."
I think you got it backwards, G.
You think I got it backwards?
I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, let's break it down. So now, that's when she did the song her own, but you were playing Lock In and stuff with her on it.
Lock In wasn't after that.
Lock In was after.
Lock In was after.
FY was first.
How?
I didn't know she rapped at that time. Lock In
FY was like my first solo song.
How? No. Hold on. Tell me. I did the chicken noodle soup. Right. I was doing I did chicken noodle soup. Bring me to it.
That's when I met you.
That's when we met you.
I didn't know you yet.
You met me. Y'all met me there. We was rocking and stuff, and I was doing the sidekick and stuff. And then when I did the sidekick and I started doing anthems. So FYL was you sure, Kyah?
That was the first record that really, to my knowledge, that went crazy.
Yeah, Lock In was after.
Lock In was after.
Yeah, because it definitely helped. And that's when I was like, damn, I really don't want to be a rapper. Like, I'm just making songs for fun.
Wait.
Because that's when Joker came home. And FYL was definitely out before Joker came home.
Okay.
I remember that because he came to my crib.
So Lock In. So what did we do together though? What record did what? Because if
nothing, I was just supporting you. Really, like
you had to do music with me.
I can't remember.
You did Chicken Noodle
right
Soup,
now.
then you did the other Chicken Noodle Soup.
So you were just supporting me. You were doing it with hits in them. So when he played the record, that was the first record that I see now. Okay, I'm putting it together. So I apologize. Yeah.
That joint went crazy.
It went. You shook it up.
It was literally like, you know how you go to a concert, you hear like the uproar. It was like that moment. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was really like I press play. Yo, tell them who we are. We fresh young lady. I'm like, oh,
that was crazy.
Kyah, she's crazy. You rapping? She's like this. She's like, yeah. Like I tell you, I'm like.
That's when Getting Light was really in.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing too, Getting Light.
When I introduced her to the Oscar. Somebody asked me this story before. It was like, and we talked about it earlier. I had a T-Mobile deal, the sidekick, and shout out to Frankie and them. But it was just like, you are as best as your leader. So like, I was just going like, they would, what Flip doing when they rock with me, Kyah rock with me, everybody rock with me. They rocking with me. And but before that, man, I had Kyah doing diss records.
Yo.
No, the first diss record against Miami. Remember that? I thought it was hot.
We cool now too.
Yeah, shout out to Miami. It's Miami.
Yes.
Shout out to her. I'm just saying, I remember that whole thing that I orchestrated, but it was a point where I was watching Kyah. She was mad talented, and she was just hungry. Even though she said she wasn't hungry, but she was around the studio. Her support was tremendous. So I did a song with Ox called Robbery. Me, Ox, and Hits. And then after I did that song, I had a song with Kyah, Coco Loso. I put on Coco Loso. Yeah, I put on that record her, Ox, and Chinks. Ox heard Kyah. I said, yo, she's the best. He's the best person because I introduced him. He's the best person to be with because I feel like he can help her because I was just playing around with it. So I knew how talented she was, but it was just a joke for me. And then, I lived with her. I was in her house. I was living with her, at these times. And I felt like I took it as far as I can take it. And me and Pooh had this conversation recently about it, as far as how far I could take it. And then, the rest is history. Then, I don't know what happened with her and Ox and them because I went. But I like I said,
that went a little left. That's when it got serious. And that's when I was like, oh, I don't want to do music. That's when contracts got involved, and I learned the hard way. And I didn't want to do music no more. Like, a lot of people be like, oh, you've been doing music for X amount of years. It's like, yeah, I've been doing music for X amount of years, but I haven't been taking it serious for X amount of years. Like, my job was always my plan A. Like, music wasn't making me so, oh, you got a video shoot, you got to go to work. I'm going to work. Like, that video. That's just how it was on music.
How did you find your manager? If you went to Ox and it wasn't Self and them.
Okay, so I went to Ox. Ox was signed to Self. At this point, he was like, "Yo, Self want to sign you." So I'm like, "Self want to sign me? What the fuck?" Took me to the station, did everything. I showed me the contract. I was like, I wasn't that stupid now to just sign nothing without no lawyer. So at this time, Ox was like, "Yo, I got a lawyer. He gonna look at it." Me and Ox spoke about it. This is why we started speaking way back then. He's like, "I'm gonna give it to my lawyer." I'm in his car one day, like a couple weeks later, my on the floor, like under his seat, all stepped on it. I'm like, yo, boy. I'm like, all right, I just took it back. At that time, I was working at a law office. So I gave it to one of the attorneys there I was really cool with, one of the old heads. And he told me, he was like, I don't really specialize in music, but I'm going to break it down as best as I can. So when he broke down the terms to me as best as he can, I was like, all right, I don't sound that bad. So whatever. I was pissed. I asked, I'm not gonna lie, so I signed with Selfish Music Group. Because he was signed with Selfish Music Group. So I'm like, why you want me to sign to you and you signed to them? Like, what you trying to do? That's just how I looked at it back then because I was so young. Like, why you want me to sign to you and not them if you signed to them? Like, you got a whole tattoo and everything. So I did that. From then, I learned my lesson. Like, I had a van with my face on it and everything. They took me to Cancun. Even then, they made me quit my job. Like, yo, we got you. But after a while, I'm like, yo, my phone bill was due. Like, oh, I got you. You gotta wait. I didn't like that. Because from 14, like I said, I don't depend on nobody for nothing. So you telling me I gotta wait to pay my bill or I need gas to get back and forth. I don't like that. I'm not sleeping with none of y'all. We not doing that yet. Not sleeping with my mom or anybody in my family. Like, this is strictly business. So I learned being a female in this business when you don't have no real male backup. And at that time, Ox wasn't really with them either. He branched off into his own. So it's like, all right, y'all trying to play me. And they had Antoine Billy. They were trying to push him before me. They had other. That was just their main focus, really. And I started to see that. Like, oh, yeah, they was flying in. That was like writing for him and making beats. I was like, oh, it's just me. All right, cool. So at that time, I was just focusing on work. And I'll never forget the day. One day I opened up the studio. Shout out to my boy Melly. He had just came home. All the lights cut off, everything. The power. I'm like, what the f? I go downstairs. I'm like, yo, E, what's good? And I don't want to say his phone name. I was like, E, what happened? He was like, I'm not going to lie to you. I love you, Kyah, but ain't paid rent in this studio for over a year. And I can't do it no more. So I was like, wow. I had no idea. I was recording somewhere that the rent wasn't even being paid. So after that, I was like, nah, I'm going back to work. I didn't want nothing to do with music no more. They wasn't pushing me. Me and Ox were doing certain freestyles to records that were like big records on the radio, and Self wasn't playing them. Like, now I'm not discrediting Self. Now that I know how the radio works. So I'm like, damn, why he not playing our shit? Like, we doing what they asking, he not playing this shit. So I'm like, I don't want to do this music shit. It's corny. Like, once the contracts and shit got involved, I didn't want to do it. That's when I met my manager. I was really ready to give up. He been in the picture. Like, he been working with them, pushing records for them. And I was like, yo, I need a manager. At first, he was like, I don't do that. Like, he don't manage artists. Like, he breaks records for a fact, for the biggest legends in the game, but he don't manage. That's not nothing he want to do because he know how the business is. I asked him again. I'm like, yo, I need a manager unless I'm just not going to do this no more. And he was like, all right, let's give it a go. So after that, we just stuck to it. He taught me a lot about the music business. He never got me caught up in no bullshit contracts. Any contract presented to me, he gave me the pros and the cons. He lets me do what I want to do. So that's why that's my manager, and that's why he's been my manager for so many years. I know artists who managers got them stuck in contracts without even their permission. So
shout out to Footy, man.
Shout out to Footy.
You didn't want to say his name? What's up, man?
I said Footy.
You saying it like low. Shout Footy out,
man.
Shout
out to Footy. Because you know why? He don't like to, because he's worked with the greats, he don't like to use his name with me. Like, he don't like to be like, yo, do this favor for me. This is my artist.
Right.
He like to watch people play themselves. And we always keep that in the archive, for real. Like, in our notes.
He's super low-key, though.
And he's very low-key.
He's very chill.
He's very low-key. So certain artists or people that he's helped build their careers or shaped them and did XYZ for them, and when it's come like, yo, play this Kyah record, even if it's not on radio, like, throw this in the mix in the club, and they don't.
Right.
Trust me, we keep that in the archive. For real.
So, real quick, when you feel like Self could have did more to help your career at the time when you signed him?
No, now that I know more about the business, no. Because he's a radio DJ and they can't. I've been to states where you can't even bring your laptop to the station. They already have the laptop sitting there for you, what songs is on there, what songs you about to play for the next 3 hours, back to back. So I know how the business goes. Back then, I absolutely felt like he could have did more. Like, why you not? This Rihanna record's the hottest record. Me and Ox remixed it. Why you not playing our remix right after that? You know what I'm saying? I absolutely felt that way. But I also understood he wasn't the money behind the label either. He was just the name of it. He wasn't the money machine. And that's really what pushes a record. Is
how did you get out the contract?
They stopped with that, what was it, Selfish Music Group? I guess it
dissolved.
Yeah, dissolved. So I had my lawyer send null and void for everything in my contract, being that they're not a label anymore. So whatever I move forward to, I'm not a part of that. And that was in my contract as well. Like, in case of a dissolvement, then it's over. Like, every artist is off. So I made sure I had somebody send, like, no, Kya's not part of your next that shit is done. It's done.
Remember Standing on Couches? Who was on that record?
Little Kim. Jim Jones, Lloyd Banks. I got on there by accident because Little Kim didn't finish her verse. And Self was like, yo, if you could finish these 8 bars and it's fire, I'm going to keep you on it. And it was fire, so he kept me on it. But that's not how it was supposed to be. Little Kim was supposed to have a whole 16 with Jim and Lloyd Banks. So that's probably why we never did a video. I don't think he discussed that well. It's nothing personal with me because Lil' Kim showed me love, so I know it was like she wasn't mad at me, but I'm the same way. I'm an artist. Like, bro, if I told you I was finishing the 8, why the would you put somebody else on the song? Like, I got other to do. I probably only had an hour in the studio that day, and I'm going to get back to it when I get back to it. But those are things I've grown to learn being an artist. And, you know, back then I'm like, damn, y'all want to do a video? Like, what's up? Y'all hating on me? Like, but it's cool. It was a good look. It was a good look for me. It was a nice little high and then a crash. I appreciated it. I needed it.
That was your first joint on the radio, or what was before that?
I think Little Freestyles me and Ox was doing was playing on the radio before that.
So probably played a couple of joints before that.
Yeah, I don't remember my first radio record. I don't. But I know, like, Little Freestyles we were doing definitely played, I think, before Standing on Couches. Because it was a build-up for us. Actually, shout out to Ox for that song because that's Ox on the hook, too. And he don't get no credit either. That's Ox on the hook. And they went to put Webstar on it. And we told him that didn't make any sense. Like, to me, it didn't make any sense. No disrespect.
How it go again?
If today is your birthday, you got to party like it's your birthday. I forgot the rest. And what we doing? Standing on couches. And what?
Yeah.
And just Ox's voice was so perfect for it. Like, his voice and demeanor was perfect for that record. I didn't.
Very talented, man.
Webstar is silly, so I didn't really hear Webstar with Lloyd Banks.
Easy with the silly stuff.
You know what I mean? He's very talented, but you know what I mean? I don't. What you mean you don't? When you ever heard Webstars really spit some real serious bars? Because I didn't. If you did, put me on. I would love to hear it.
Yo, tell them who we are. So you get out the contract.
Yes.
You and Footy.
I took a break. I took a break from music.
Yeah, you took. How long of a break you took? Like 2 years?
Probably so, yeah. Probably took like a break. 2 years.
Did you fall into a depression? I remember you said something about depression at one point. I saw something. It kind of bothered me a lot.
Yeah. Mostly after Takeem passed, for sure. Then with the new social media stuff, and then like I said, the relationships you build with people would be like, oh, word, you're not looking out, cool. So that it starts to affect you. Like, damn, like if I was in that position, I would do such and such for this person that I built a relationship with. So it make you not want to do no more. Do you see these people and they're like, oh yeah, Kya's lit. I got you. No, yeah, your new record's fire. But you don't hear it and you don't see it. So you're just telling me that because you see me, but because my numbers is not lit on Instagram or YouTube because I'm not buying the fake, then you scared to play it. Once DJs started getting scared to play records that wasn't lit on social media is when I became like, I'm not doing this no more. Because y'all don't even know good music at this point. Y'all just playing whatever y'all think is popular. That's why I appreciate DJs like Flex. Like, people think he's annoying, but he took the time out to go through my whole Instagram and DM me and ask me to come to the show. And it was people like my son or whatever, like, my son told me, yo, Flex asking who should come up here, and I gave him your name. So the first time Flex ever posted something, it was a freestyle off of my page. And he was like, yo, should I bring her up here? Mad at the comments, like, yeah, you wild. And Swiss Beats was even in it, like, yeah. So I went up there the first time he DM'd me. I went up there. He ain't pay me no mind after that for a long while. Like a long time, Flex didn't pay me no mind after that freestyle. He hit me up again. Yeah, for a freestyle day. He was like, yeah, I need this freestyle. And I recorded it. I sent it to him. He was like, I want you to come up to the show and do that freestyle. Like, you can add on to it, whatever you want to do, but I want that freestyle for my show. And I said, let's get it. After that, he went through my whole page and it was sending me freestyles that he wanted me to record to send to him. And I just sent it to him. Sometimes he plays, sometimes he don't.
Where's the one that you did when you was up there? That was the first time you went up there?
That was like last year. That was actually after I came out the hospital too, and I did the what's that called? LL Cool J.
Rock the Bells?
No, it was LL Cool J and Funk Flex off his album.
Oh, the
Tunnel.
the bomb.
The bomb.
A bomb.
That's what the one he heard. I was down bad with a back, but before I black, let's start with R.I.P. the Big Cat, and he liked that one. So I sent it to him. I had to record it because I really don't record my freestyles I do in the car. I just do them and go about my day. So I recorded it. I sent it to him. I do. You know that.
I told you before.
I know.
We got to do a mixtape.
Yes. After that, he would send me beats and disappear. He'd be like, y'all think you'll sound fire in this one? I'm like, all right, I do. I send it to him. He don't say, he don't text me back or nothing. He'll post on his Instagram, oh, new Kyah Baby tonight. So after that, I started to learn him. I'm like, okay, this is just him. Like, he's really just a lover of music. Like, we're not friends. He has a respect level, though. He definitely shows love and respect. But that answering right back in the text or calling, no, that don't happen. I just put my work in. He did his homework. I did this new energy shit.
They consider your freestyle up there one of the top 4 or 5.
I'm gonna say, yeah. You know, and there's no bias. So I watch a lot of the freestyles. Like, you went crazy the first one.
Yes, Complex shows that.
I'm surprised.
It was on the it was
on
ranked.
Complex.
Yeah, Complex. What number you were 4?
I think 5.
I like you. I like Lux. You know, a lot of Lux and stuff like that. You know, Kyah. I'm like, oh, Kyah. Yeah, I was hype, but I couldn't say that. I was too high. I caught a headache.
It was Lux, Black Thought. I can't remember who else was.
I think Black Thought was number 1.
Meek Mill joint's fire. There's a couple of them that I thought was fire, but a couple of them, like, and you said it on the first one. You said you let a few people up here. It shouldn't be. What would you say?
I heard a lot of come up here.
that shouldn't be up here.
That shouldn't have been up here, but we ain't gonna take that there.
Yeah,
that was everybody's favorite line.
Nah,
that was everybody's favorite line.
No bias. You want that first one like bar for bar. I think every bar has something, and I'm like, damn, nah. I try to even play it back again. Like, let me just play it back to see if I'm bugging out. If I'm just being like, that's my family.
Put that in a shirt.
Like, nah, she went crazy.
Everybody can't come up here.
Oh yeah, Kyah.
It's a lot of come up here who shouldn't have been up
He
here.
was on Complex.
And you pressed him about playing the record too.
I
That was kind of brave. Like I don't know who you thought you was that day, but that was a little risky.
That holds me back as an artist a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but I have to do it.
Should have automatic like a semi.
That's a throwback. Yo, I had to. I respect him though. I'm not, I always respected him, but I had to.
You wasn't nervous though, like that with that line you said to him. You said somebody playing the records or something like that.
Applying pressure to all these DJs to play my records, and I pointed at him.
Yeah. You wasn't nervous to do that? You wasn't scared to do that?
No. I know the risk it came with, but
yeah.
No disrespect, one DJ don't stop no show. I learned that from traveling. It's one DJ. He's a major key DJ, of course, in our city.
Facts.
But the music is bigger than New York. This music is bigger than America. And again, I learned that from the reggae record I'm on with Mr. Easy. I done got more. I tell people all the time, I done got more money these past couple months just doing dubs than off features and shows. So this music is bigger than just hair and the strip club, and that's what I call it. Music.
So you got song Mr. Easy out right now.
Bye.
You know what I'm saying? So
Bumba
so Mr. Easy, legendary Mr. Easy. It's the guy who's seen that. She drives me crazy.
Yes.
On and on.
Bye. Shout out to Mr. Easy. That's a good dude right there.
First, before we
Yeah,
that's good. Sure.
Yeah, we just shout out Easy, and the record's out now. You can go see the video.
First, let me say R.P. the Princess.
Yes.
I used to go to your house a lot.
I know.
Your aunt Heather.
I used to live there.
I used to live there. I lived in your regular house, but I used to go to see your grandmother.
Yes.
How'd that happen too? I want to hear how'd you end up living with Kyah? Like how'd you just?
I don't fucking know.
Just start living like.
Or remember.
How'd you start living with like?
Well, I don't know.
We were so close.
You were that close.
And I became very cool with her mom. Mm-hmm. And I used to stay there late at night and watch Curb Your Enthusiasm with Dawn.
Yep.
She said, "You like this show?" So she'll let me sleep. Like I was the first guy to even to sleep in the house. Like she'll go fall asleep here. And then that turned into like about 3 months. 3-4 months.
I think it was like 3 days.
Put the cable bill in his name and all of that.
Cable bill, phone bill in my name. Yeah, hell yeah.
What'd your mom say about that?
Nothing. I was grown.
I'm just saying, but she didn't like. Yeah, what you doing? She didn't like.
Well, I think that at the time my mom moved away from living in Queens. We moved. So I lived with J.O. for a while and stuff like that. But that was when I was younger. But living with Kyah, I think that because I was more mobile in Queens at the time, I lived in Brooklyn. They allowed me to stay there. Like it turned from me laying there watching Curb Your Enthusiasm with Dawn
to stay in there.
He said 3 months
stay in there.
Him, Joel, and Casper was like the only three that could come there.
Yeah.
But Joel and Casper couldn't spend a night.
Yeah.
What crew was this on? Marsden Street.
Marsden, right? Yes.
I stayed there, and then I used to
terrorize me.
I terrorized her and her sister.
Of course.
Kyah went out all day. I didn't eat.
I didn't go out all day. I used to be at work.
Yeah. Kyah, okay, hold on. Kyah went
at work and tell them what you did when I got home.
I didn't eat all day and waited for her to come and make me breakfast. Breakfast 6 in the afternoon.
All day to sit there and starve herself. Like
she was tight.
I'm not your girl, nigga.
It was spaghetti in the fridge and all that. She was mad. And she made it for me too. Bacon and eggs.
Yeah.
It was good?
Yeah. I was bald. I said, "You can't do that." I was telling her, "You can't do that to me." I was making her feel bad. You can't do that to me, man. I live here. We family. And she got mad at me in the kitchen. I was trolling her in the kitchen. She was slamming stuff. I'm like, she made it for me. That was bad, though. That was nasty work. I don't know why I did that. I waited the whole day.
All day.
I sat there like this on the couch. She came in, saw me. "Hey, Kyah." I turned around.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. I eat all day. She's like, "What?"
Like, what? Slept over there. You can make yourself like after a long day of work.
Yeah.
That's what I had to do.
She did it. And then I went to Prince's house. I started going over there, It's after I moved, but in the beginning I went over there. But then after I moved, her Aunt Heather is a great cook.
Yes, Aunt Heather.
That lady cooks very good. And then I started being cool with her grandmother, like talking on the stairs and going upstairs. And she would see me a lot. So when I heard she passed away, it bothered me. Because sometimes, man, you in your mind, when you have so much going on in your life, you want to go back and say thank you. And, because those are the times, man, kept me out of trouble. Who knows if they didn't allow me in that house? Who knows if Dawn didn't let me sleep there if I was outside, because I still was a person who was considered a hothead outside. I still was fighting and doing a lot of stuff, and they allowed me to stay there to relax and clear my mind. The grandmother, allowed me to come over there. Heather, allowed me, I'll be there, I'll fall asleep, they'll feed me. So these things you want to be appreciative, because I could have been outside on the Ave. I was in a lot of trouble. I got caught in a lot of fights and a lot of things with weapons and all type of crazy stuff.
Shout out to them. They wasn't staying with me. That time. Don't talk to.
Tell yourself.
Don't talk to him like that. Are you crazy? He wasn't staying with me though. Nah, he wasn't. He wasn't staying with me.
Come on, man.
Ain't no way.
If I needed someone to stay, y'all let me stay.
For like a day.
If I needed someone,
crazy.
Not when you was living with. I don't think I can stay there. Not when you was living over there. No.
You used to be wilding back there. You used to be wilding, bro.
I think your mom would let me stay there.
Nah, I think not for that long. Nah. You was wilding, bro.
How's that bad?
You called me and balked at me for not coming to the hospital to see you when you got stabbed.
Yeah.
I just met you like the day before. I think or something. He called me while he's in the hospital. Like, yo, why you white, bro? You not here, bro? What's wrong with you? Da-da-da. Why you out with me? I didn't know you got stabbed, bro. I didn't even know you got stabbed. I didn't know. I don't know. Are we cool now? Are we best friends? I don't know. Wild me out. Like, yo, why you not here, bro? You crazy? You supposed to be up here right now. I don't know this dude. What's his name again? I'm like, who is this on the phone?
Damn, G.
Good
That's
times.
because G's like my bougies. That side of the family is bougie. My mother's side, they not bougie. They very real. Like they're very blunt, but they're also good. They could judge people's character very well. Like anybody my mother told me that was not really for me, I'm not mans with them like that no more. Even down to the scamming. And it's like, Mom, no, she's a sweet girl. Anybody that ever told me, they was 100% right about them. And that's less than 5 people, honestly, I can say. Like, I'm still mans with the same people that you know.
I think that, so let's go back to G's credit.
G, I don't know.
I could have stayed
His
there.
mother was not with,
Nah, his mother loved me.
Auntie Bridge?
Nah, Bridge not with that
She with
I
it.
don't know, bro. She likes you a lot. She likes you a lot. She does, but
We gotta ask her before we.
All right.
We got him. We got him.
She got like for 3 months? I don't know about no 3 months. Maybe 3 weeks. That's too much. 2-3 days.
You gotta ask her. When you go
I already know,
tomorrow,
Bridge.
let her get some sleep. Don't ask her the
She got
time.
like 2-3 days. I
We
don't
were
know.
talking on the podcast. Would you have allowed make us separate the time though? When would she have allowed me to stay for 3 months, and when she wouldn't have?
Okay.
That's important. Or is it a complete nah? No, but I terrorized about. I bothered her sister Bria.
Yes.
I bothered her
my
sister.
God.
Oh man, we used to give her. We used to give her wrong. We used to give her problems. And
Then she used to take the hangers out of her shit for no reason.
Yo.
Out her closet or some stupid shit like
What's
that.
with the hangers, man? What's up with you with the hangers?
I
She
stole
used
on
to
her.
do stupid shit.
I took all the hangers out her room and
Like
ran with it.
dumb shit.
But hold on, we used to spell. We did Bree wrong. Me and Kaya, and her mother said, "Don't do that to my daughter." Me and Kaya did do it. We were putting problems together, and all the answers
All
would
answers
be
are
wrong.
wrong. I remember
And we would
that.
have her choose one. And it was trolling, but Dawn was like, "Nah, don't do that to her." Like I remember Dawn checked us on it, and we never did it again. But those were good times of just being out and having fun.
Yeah, just being fun. It was social media.
Social media went out like that. What we was doing.
Yeah, we were just having fun, being stupid.
I want to live with you again.
You're gonna have to record that this time. This time that gotta be recorded.
I have to live with you again.
All right.
I have fun living with you.
Yo,
son.
you know what though? Like you a different person now. So I think if that was to happen, I don't think it would be as crazy as like because you know I never lived with you before, but we go on vacation, and you be just kind of, you just be in a room, computer, phone. He don't even be like, so it'll be a lot easier now.
But you would do, but with me, he's gonna bust in him. Kyah, you naked. Oh, why the f you naked in your room? I'm hungry. Man, he not gonna do that to you.
He might
do that to me. Put some clothes on in your room.
I did that before. She said, you just came in my room. I said, put the towel on. She said, you in my room. That was crazy. I mean, she freaking
like, what?
I kicked it.
I'm hungry. Crazy.
But you know what, though?
Now, at this point, he's going to wild out. Let's go outside. Kyah Baby, let's go outside.
I feel like that, you know, as an adult, you've been around me, so I am a little different. But I feel like with Kyah, you know, the living there, staying with you guys, I'm able to stay. And when I go to your house, I'm able to feel like I'm in Queens, like my roots, but I'm not really going outside like in Queens, but I'm able to still say I was there and lay low. Sneaky. Be there, be sneaky, and then like it's like going to Dunkirk and being able to go somewhere. It's like going to Kyah house. As long as I can have peace and quiet, I'm in the area where I don't have to be around a lot of people, but say I'm in Queens, it's good enough for me. Sneaky.
Secret squirrel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's people already think that you told me on the show. I'll be saying.
It's my man, but hold on, you guys are my family. Real quick though. Now we skipped this earlier.
Yeah, that's a deep breath.
When did you find out? Yeah. That one.
What? When did I find out what? Like,
nobody knows.
Right, like you talked about bad.
When did you find out that you was interested in?
Oh, that I like girls since I was a kid. It wasn't no. When did I find out? It was when I got comfortable dating.
Oh, so you always felt this way?
I always been knew that.
Respect.
I always been knew. My aunts and everything even told me that when I finally came out, they was like, "Girl, we don't care. We been knew that since he was a kid." Like they told me, like we was waiting for you to tell us. That was it. My mother was the only one who had a little hard time accepting it, but she knew too. Is you see it in your child. That's why when some people like it's taught, when people have children that are gay, they be like, no, that shit ain't taught. My child was really just born that way. I don't know where the she or he got that from. They were just dead ass just born that way.
Respect.
So that's how it was. I dated Nick. I was never really fully like, oh, I just love women. I always knew I was attracted to women though. I dated guys because I was taught that's the right thing to do.
Hold on. We out of here. She gonna keep going. You gonna take us out to the moon? Go ahead.
I was just saying I was taught that, so I tried it, and it wasn't for me. It wasn't.
So your initial feelings was to a woman.
Yes.
Initially.
Yes.
And then you were taught that the right thing to do. And I'm not saying this, but
I was taught that women date men. That's it.
You were taught that dating men was the right thing to do. So you really didn't like men. You were forced to like men. Can I get a horse, please? Horse.
I wouldn't say forced. I was never not attracted to them, like I said, but that wasn't my main preference. And also back then, it wasn't a lot of women that were openly gay either, at my age, at least.
At that time, yeah.
Like, yeah, at that time, it was like, I knew, like, older females were, but they wasn't checking for me. They was, they was older ladies, but.
Kyah.
Yeah, I used to date this boy, right? He bought me Uggs and I gave it to my girlfriend. That's what I was doing in high school. Like, you see? Like that. Because I wasn't an Uggs girl. I wore Timbs. Why would you buy me Uggs?
So when you cross the line... I'm a chill because I don't want to get in trouble, bro. Like,
it's hard. It's hard. No offense. So you gotta say no offense before everything.
Nah, I can't because it's very, very serious. You don't know what we been through. Please, I'm so tempted to act. But I don't want to be invasive. I just, if you could share, all right, forget it. So when you.
I feel bad for y'all. I think
it's different now though because that guest we had before, he said it was okay. He answered okay, but then he left and express differently. I don't
That
think
was crazy, G.
See, I'm not finna
don't
do
think
that.
She's not gonna. I don't think
I'm not finna do that.
So,
I don't have time for that.
But the community, not saying she's not a part of the community. She stated and salute.
I support whatever it is they want to do, but all the extra, like, you know how some black people make everything about race, and it ain't. Sometimes I feel like some people of that community do that. I'm not gonna say all. Let me be very clear on my words. Some people do that, and whoever want to hate me for that, I really don't give a. It's the truth. Some people, black people, make everything about race, and some of them make everything about your choice, preference, sexual preference, and it's not about that. It ain't about that.
Maybe if they see this, they won't.
That's okay.
We out of here. She
That's
went
fine.
She went to another world. What?
Listen, I love who love me,
I respect it. So let me ask
and
you
I
a
love
question.
everybody.
So when you decided to explore your when you decided to deal with a man in that way, was it curiosity?
I guess you could say it was me, figuring out my sexuality.
What you really wanted to do?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yes.
'Cause I remember when it happened.
Yes.
I was kind of upset. You're like,
I had to tell you that?
that's what you said. She said, well, I gotta tell you.
You ain't put me on.
I was bugged out, right?
Yeah.
I was just overprotective of you, man.
You were.
Like you was my heart, son. Like
You
what?
wanted to fight at my first girlfriend for no reason. I remember she called her brothers on you. I will not forget that.
Yeah, she did. She did Jamaica. Thank God they knew me.
Yes, because that went left for no reason.
It did. It was bad.
Yeah.
You know, I had a very, very hard time communicating with people and showing respect. Mm-hmm. I thought I was just this big person because I had this record that everybody liked, and I was just mean for no reason. I didn't have to be. A lot of people liked me. I slapped the chips out of somebody's hand, one of your friends' hands.
You did. In the movie theater.
Yeah. I did a lot of stuff.
I don't even know what the that stemmed from. I just see nachos fly.
I just did a lot of stuff, man.
Said, boy, it's time to go.
One thing, why I love you so much because you stuck with me through it all. Uh-huh. It was messed up, though, you know, and it was messed up. I have no excuse.
Listen, we grew, and we learned from that.
I hurt a lot of people's feelings.
Listen, people's feelings get hurt. There was some people's feelings probably gonna hurt about what I just said, but the truth is the truth.
I like that girl, too.
But,
I like that. I wanted to take her down. I wanted to take her down.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I did. I like that. I thought she was ill.
Oh man.
I like that. If I catch
I thought she was ill.
Look. You got to be careful. What CC show say? You got to be careful. Be careful.
Be careful with me. Be careful what you're saying.
You had an accident in my car, too. BMW. I had no gas in it. Remember that?
Why would you do that to me? Now that
You had a big
accident.
accident. Can you tell us about the accident?
Why you sent me? Who drove to the house? As a matter of fact, you didn't drive. You was not in that car. You sent someone all the way to Queens to come get me on an empty tank. And here I go. They making me drive because I have a license. This just cuts off out of nowhere on the highway. And here goes the thank God. If I knew better, I probably would have got way more money back then. A off-duty cop sped right into the back of me with my blinkers on and everything. Wow. Finger broke, knee broke, everything broke. Bree Beauty is perfectly fine. I don't know how the fuck that happened. And I'm all banged the up. Phone was on the highway and everything. I'm on a stretcher. The cop gave me a ticket while I was on a stretcher in the hospital.
Oh, nah.
For his car running out of gas. I was able to fight it because that's how the y'all know that's the story. Like how y'all know the car didn't malfunction or anything. So.
Remember what they found on the scene, too.
What?
Not because of you, I'm just saying.
I'm about to say, what was found? Because that wasn't made clear to me what was found. I'm dead ass. Only thing they found in mine was my cell phone. Thank God, my Nokia at the time. Tell me, because this is new to me and I'm dead serious.
Then they found a weapon on the scene?
That wasn't mine, and that I never heard about. And I swear to Takeem, I never heard that.
You never heard that?
No. If there was a weapon on the scene, it was the cop that hit us. It was off-duty cops that hit us. Ain't nobody in that car have a weapon. I was me, Leela. Remember Tasha's sister, Leela? She damn sure ain't have that.
They found my weapon that I hid under the car.
Why would you send a car?
And I told your mother was like, what? That's what they found it. I saw it in the bag. It was under the tire.
That's how you know my mother love you, because she never told me that.
She never told you? It's your first time hearing it? They found a 357 Magnum.
My mother was more upset because I went to Brookdale dirty ass hospital, whatever the y'all call that in Brooklyn. That pissed her off because when she came to see me, it was like blood on the counter. So she made a scene and she had me transferred to LIJ. That's what pissed her off more than anything. She didn't give a about nothing else. I
said, Dawn, what's going on? What's up? I drove past there, man. There was a bag on there, and I don't know. But I was crazy. I'll never forget, it was a Nike bag. It was a 3. I saw it. It flew out the bag. I saw the 3. I saw it on the floor. Circuit.
Why would you send me a car with no gas and a gun?
It wasn't in the car. It was under the car.
Big difference. Big difference. It is.
Yeah.
It's a big difference. You got some stories, bro.
I remember telling her mother that. Her mother said, what? I said, yo, if anything happened with Kyah, I'm willing to take, you know what I mean? And
that never happened with me. My attorneys just asked me who car was, and I said, whoever car say it is. And then they said the insurance is going to cover everything, and I said, all right. And that was just the end of that. I didn't want to take it any further. I didn't want to go take it to court, get more, whatever
what money
whatever it was. I think I got like $12,000, some stupid shit back then, which was not enough because couldn't go back to work at all. I had broken everything for a long time. So it was what it was. Why would you do that to me? Like, are you out of your mind?
I forgot there was no
and
gas.
You know, if I knew that, I probably would have took that charge. That was God looking out for us.
No, I told your mother instantly. That day when I drove,
my mother never told me that.
I saw the car pushed in on the highway. I saw the hammer on the. That's what I was.
My mother didn't even want to come to the hospital. I think my girlfriend at the time called my mother, and she was mad. She said, you know your mother's taking a shower. I said, my mother don't deal with bad news well, so she probably had to collect herself.
I called Dawn. She was with that guy. What's that guy name she was with at the time?
I don't remember, and I'm not going to say it. I'm not putting my mother on the spot like that, because she probably wouldn't forget about him. Yeah, she probably don't even want.
Yeah, respect. Right, you're right. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And, but I remember calling her about it. Forget it. Sheriff, nah.
Oh, that's what she was with at that time? Oh, okay. He was a lame. But anyway, she couldn't stand him. She liked the other one.
Oh,
the spaghetti.
Yeah, spaghetti. No, it was spaghetti. It was spaghetti. Because I remember when I called, and she never told you that.
No.
Ask your mother when you speak to her.
I am. I'm gonna ask her.
There was a 357 Magnum.
She never told me that.
I said, oh, shit. You're going to jail now. We're going to jail now. I didn't know what to do, man. I'm like, damn, I can't.
There was too many of us in that car for them to probably do that, and the car was not in none of our names, so they probably just whatever. It was too many of us. I remember Joe. Was Joel in that car? No, he was in a car in front of us. Joel was in a car in front of us, and the people in the back were lucky because they got out. If they didn't get out, I don't know what would have happened to them.
So why you stayed in the car?
I put the hazards on. It wasn't even a full 30 seconds. I pulled over. On the, whatever the you call on the side. Put my hazards on. I was calling Joel and them to tell him that the car broke down. Soon before I could complete the call, we got rammed in the back. But Leela was in the back seat and somebody else. I cannot remember who else was in the back seat. But I remember they got out, and thank God they got out, because you saw how your Jeep was. That shit was smushed from the trunk to like the 2 front seats. So they probably would have got smushed.
I had an X3. Stack Bundle's name was on it. With a weapon.
Bree was good, thank God. I was a little banged.
Thank God everybody came out there to survive.
Thank God I still had my seatbelt on, actually. Because I wouldn't have been okay, I don't think, if I didn't have my seatbelt on. Because like I said, my phone and everything flew out the windshield. I don't even know how they found it on the highway.
Your finger broke, your knee broke.
I had a concussion. But that was it, thank God. Everybody else was good. If they
I came to see you, right? I saw you?
Yeah. You definitely came to see me. Absolutely. I think Rocky picked me up, matter of fact, when I finally got released from the hospital on my crutches. She came and got me.
I came to the hospital to see you.
Yeah, you came to the hospital. Definitely came to the hospital.
Cause y'all came and saw me when I had my All right. Yeah.
You were scared at first, I guess. Now that I know, because you had a weapon in there.
I was scared.
Yeah, I got a ticket. That shit got thrown out. That's what made me dislike officers. Like, y'all just gave me a ticket after y'all hit me. I'm confused. Like, what different.
That's different. That's different.
Y'all hit me. But it is what it is. Y'all passed that.
G, you have any more?
Yeah, so
there we go.
You know about the accident, G?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
That was my crutches ever. I was fiending to come outside, so I was going outside with crutches sometimes and a cane. Like once I was able to get the cane, I was outside.
Poor girl. Her life was in shambles when it came to me, right? Damn, son.
That's crazy.
I always say everybody that's close with Flip go through something. So, you know, if you didn't go through it yet, I don't think you're that close. You know what I'm saying? I think anybody that's in that circle has some kind of story.
Are you looking at me for? Tati, what are you looking at me for?
Huh? Oh, see, that's it.
Oh.
Before she get caught up, right?
Praise God, bro.
Be careful, Tati. Be careful. So, let's go into what's going on now with Kyah. You know, of course, people have seen the flex freestyles on the page. Mm-hmm. You know, we've seen you on DJ Enough, yes. On Sway. You know, the resume is, you know, it's adding up. You know, you just did Foxhole.
Tracks and Tales.
Shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Jeff Fox run you. Not Jeff Fox. I'm bugging. Jeff Red.
Yes.
Brought you out there and introduced you for that joint. And then we got, you know, the legendary Big Queens. You know, 50 Cent, and you know everyone is thinking that you and him are best friends now, that you get the deal and everything. So can you kind of clarify that for the people that don't know what's going on?
He clarified it when he left the comment and said, when I get back, we're going to finally sit down and talk. That was a clarification right there for people to know that we have never sat down and spoke about anything. That never happened.
Everyone's seeing you, you know, at these events, and he's bringing you out on stage, you letting you perform, he pass you the mic, you know that. So like, you know, they're assuming that you got a G-Unit deal, or
no. After that first performance at Coney Island, that was like the biggest rumor in Southside. Like, Kyah signed at 50. I'm like, no, stop saying that. Stop saying that. I tell people to stop saying that because when words spread like that, like labels and other people, they be like, okay, we're not looking for Kyah anymore. She signed already.
Right.
Like a dude even said that on Clubhouse a while back. They were talking about upcoming female artists, and this one like A&R, whatever the hell he was, like, oh yeah, but Kyah Baby, why is she in this category? Because she signed. So I had to unmute my mic like, no, I'm not. At first I was just listening because I was in the hairdresser. I was under the dryer, so my snaps had told me like, yo, tap in. I was like, all right, but I can't really talk. But once he said that, I didn't give a what noise in the background. I was like, no, I'm not. And he was like, oh, but I see your stuff come across my desk, and it says Just As Music. I said, okay, I'm an independent artist, and Just As Music is me. Like, I named it after my brother's clothing line, and I'm carrying that on, and that's me independently. Like, the fact that it's so hard for people to believe that a person could do this independently is disgusting. Like, it's independent artists out here like myself busting their ass, making it. I just showed you my text, what I was doing all day, sending out drops one by one. I did that for over 100 DJs. So how long you think it takes for me to bounce out 100 drops and email 100 DJs? How long you think that take me to do? But I get it done. So that right there is annoying when people think I'm signed, because it hinders other people from actually wanting to work with me or help me or give me that push or a single deal, whatever. Not to say they not on the table, but certain people look at it like, oh, she signed already, she good. Like, no, I'm not. Help me a little bit. But yeah, the first time 50 called me on Coney Island, I got to tell everybody all the time I was arguing with somebody for stealing my bottle. So in the beginning, I posted a video and I was chilling in the VIP section. He handed me a bottle. Somebody stole that bottle from Lennox. Lennox was there with Mr. C.
DJ Lennox, what up?
I put my bottle under Lennox book bag by the DJ booth. You know how y'all DJs do. Nobody should be over there touching y'all. So I said, Lennox, I'm putting my bottle right here because I had two. I said, I'm putting one right here. Cool. I think I gave whatever champagne I had to somebody, whatever on the stage. So I was like, I'm going to get my other bottle. I'm looking for it. I'm like, yo, where's the bottle that's right here? Thank God for some nice angelic man standing right there. And he was like, that right there took your bottle. I said, you sure? I was like, he was like, yes, he just took your bottle. So I'm like, yo, where you get that bottle from? He was like, yeah, I got it from over there. I said, no, you didn't. He said, yes, I did. It's my bottle. I said, that's my bottle. You just took it from the DJ. So first of all, you're fouled from that because now you're still in the DJ. Like, you didn't even know whose bottle that was. Nah, it's mine. Here, if you want it, sure, there's no big deal. You got it. That's how I knew he took it. Because ain't no like, here, just have it.
Right.
Like, no. So you opened it. I don't know you got monkeypox or something like that. Like, I'm good. Like, have this. So I'm going back and forth. Footy, my manager, he sees me. Like, he was like, Kyah, what happened? I'm like, this nigga took my bottle. But I know how Footy get when I'm upset. He tells me all the time, like, Kyah, don't ever be angry. If you mad, let me be. Like, let people hate me. Let people hate your team. Don't ever let nobody hate you as an artist. Unfortunately, we cannot have feelings or emotions as an artist. So I'm like, yo, all right, on my bottle. But it's not that serious because it was mad Brooklyn heads there that would have turned that shit up over something stupid as a bottle. So I just left it alone. He's like, yo, it's good. He was like, yo, I told her got the bottle. At the same time, my friends was like, Kyah, 50 calling you. I'm like, what happened? 50 that, Kyah. I was like, yo, what's up? Let's get my bottle. He was like, nah, you don't need that. Gave me the mic. He was like, let them know where you from, what you do. So I was like, okay. And I just started rapping. After that, the crowd was feeling it for sure. So I think he saw that the crowd was feeling like, oh, okay, she got it. The next event he went to, I went to.
Right.
So when he saw me, he did the same thing again. But it's not all the time. Every occasion doesn't call for me to spit bars, you know what I'm saying? Or at that moment, I didn't really have a single out or anything, so I was just rapping. But even if I see him at parties, he'll show me love. I'll come through, sit in his section, he give me bottles. He don't always pass me the mic. But it's not him calling me to come outside, and that's what people think. That's not the case.
It's you playing chess.
It's me playing chess. If I see he's in New York and he got something to do, boom. Even after the Coney Island show with the Tycoon, he's like, yo, y'all coming to Tycoon? Let's get it. I wasn't paid to go to Tycoon. My hotel and flight, it wasn't paid, none of that. My wardrobe, makeup, none of that was paid for. I invested my money into that trip, but it was well worth it because I networked, had the hella networking and so it was a good look for him, like, oh, she really working. So now randomly, recently, he just wrote on my page from a freestyle I did like months ago, like, oh yeah, another one? Yeah, I'm gonna come talk to you when I get back. And I don't know when the that is. So for people to think that we have that connection, I'll show you my DMs right now with this man. That never said seen not one mother time. It never says seen. He don't write back to my comments or none of that. I don't have his number, none of that. So those 50 Cent rumors, oh yeah, she with 50 on the low. No, on the high. He shows me love, genuine love and support from my hard work. That's just that. There's no secret plug. I don't know his manager and vice versa. There's not none of that.
Would you sign with 50 though? If
it's right, absolutely. If it's right, and it's only right. You're both from Southside Queens. As long as I can have, creativity, I'm not locked in no deal when I can only put out music when they say I could put out music and stupid shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I can have some publishing, some masters, and, we all set. Equity, like Taylor Swift just taught me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Taylor Swift for her. Not that you gotta appreciate big artists like that tell you the truth, because a lot of artists are scared to say that. But Taylor Swift is so well off she could say that. Like when Drake come popping his as much as people find a reason to hate Drake for no reason, he been telling us like, I only get +1 to the Met Gala, so I'm not going. Like but the way he say it is swaggy, so we ignore it. But even at his award show, he said what he said. He never went back after that. Like, it is what it is. Like, thank you and bye, because y'all not going to keep playing people that's putting millions of dollars in your pockets and making this culture what it is. So I definitely appreciate people like that. Teaches me as an artist a lot.
That's right. So what's next for Kyah Baby? I know the singles out right now, New Energy.
New Energy is moving crazy.
Moving crazy on the radio every day.
When I looked at the release date, I said, wow, this song only been out 2 months.
2 months? I feel like it's been a little longer
than
than that.
Because Flex had it first for like 2 weeks.
He went crazy on it. Shout out to Flex. And
I had to give it to him first. Only because of the support he's been showing me, I had to give it to him first. Like, to me, it would have been disrespectful if I sent it out as a blast to everyone else, knowing that he does the new music on Thursdays.
Right.
And he's like one of the only few DJs that stepped out the box to ask for certain freestyles or go find beats. Like, here, Kyah, I think you would sound great on this. Like, no DJs ever really, well, you, of course.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying? Like, radio,
on YouTube,
DJs, they never really stepped out the box. Like, here, do this beat. A lot of beats he sent me, I never heard the songs ever a day in my life. I had to go back and type them in YouTube and see who the original artist, see the original structure of the song, certain lines that stand out. Maybe I could recite them and pay them homage. But I got that new energy going. I'm going to shoot the video soon. I do films. I got to start filming tomorrow, actually.
Tomorrow, okay.
Yeah.
You did film a film with shout out to Luke Steffens. You know what I'm saying? He's in the you in the Pray Before You Eat.
Absolutely. Luke got me into a lot of shit.
Movie series.
Luke plugged me into a lot of shit. I wouldn't say he got me because that's another thing. I don't want people to think, oh, you know Luke, you're going to be in mad movies. No, I still have to audition for stuff. A lot of times I have to audition for things. But I'm in Pray Before You Eat. It's like a 3-part movie series. So it's like 3 of those I'm in. Sister's Keeper, that's a series I'm in. That's on Amazon Prime. I'm in something on Netflix, but that's outside of Luke. I got casted for that. Tubi, I got some on Tubi. The Cabin. Shout out to Tubi.
Bullshit. That's hate. My fault. I just hated on you.
Why you saying no Tubi? You know I appreciate Tubi? They give people a chance.
Tubi shit fire. But
if I wasn't into film, right? I would feel the way most people feel, like this ghetto. Oh, this is like
Tubi got each other and falling 5 seconds after.
But that comes from learning. That's why I appreciate Tubi, because you get to watch it after, like, oh, that was bad. But listen, you know how much it costs to make a gunshot look real? Thousands of dollars. To make a gunshot, the fire from the gun.
Of course.
The bullet hole that has fragment in the wall, those be effects. That don't be makeup and that be a visual effects from the computer. That costs thousands of dollars.
But let me tell the people something. All them your local friends, drug dealers that decide to start movies, catch them on Tubies, and them be hot.
Them is fire. All my on Tubi keep going, because that's how they get their budgets. Nigga like G, right, can have millions of dollars and watch this shit on Tubi and be like, this shit got potential. And I'm trying to put some money behind this shit so they could get the right.
Like I said.
They could get the full as soon as he gets shot. And they don't got to use homeboy up the block. You know
for giving all the inspired from the
absolutely
hood an opportunity to display their talent, because a lot of shit look bad, but that's fire.
Exactly.
Storyline be fire. You gotta watch
I watched a lot of shit that don't look too well, but the concept is.
What?
Nah, you gotta go on Tubi, boy. It's a movie on Tubi. My song was in there. Love Story. Yeah. I forgot the name of it.
Gotta talk about this shit on FlipDaScript weekend shit.
Oh, man.
Shout out to fucking Tubi.
Gotta talk about this shit.
Amazon Prime and Netflix, they're hard to get on. The things like that, it's hard to get on. So I'm appreciative that I'm on those type of platforms. But
we gotta talk about like just ghetto, like we gotta just talk about shit like that. Tubi lit.
Tubi lit.
I gotta tap in.
Tubi lit.
New energy.
New energy, baby. Video coming soon.
Real quick,
I hope y'all pop out when I shoot the video.
My last question for you, my love, is I see you show a lot of female rappers love. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that? Who are the ones you want to give some acknowledgement to, female rappers?
Definitely Foxy Brown, because she shows me love all the time, like publicly and privately. Like if I type in her name, it's probably a message in there. Like she shows me love all the time just to keep going, resharing my when she sees it. But she always has like inspirational and motivational. And not a lot of female artists do that. Remy Martin even, like I popped out to her Chrome 23 or whatever the next day. She was like, Kyah, thank you so much for popping out. And shit like that means a lot to me because I have a lot going on. So I know somebody like Remy doing what she doing on top of being a mother. I know she has 1,000,001 things going on. So for her to just remember and hit me up, that means a lot to me. So it makes me keep going. It helps me keep going because there's thousands of female rappers, hundreds. So for certain people that's legendary that always constantly show me love, I know I'm doing the right thing. Because they don't do that shit for everybody. Obviously, we all follow Foxy and Remy. They don't show love to just anybody for no reason.
Is there any up and coming ones that you got love for?
Absolutely. Lola, that's my We both saw each other grind it out, so I'm happy for her. Connie Diamond. Miss Hustle's she do off and on, but when she be in her element, I be happy for her. Who else? Billy B too. We're not as close as the two people I just named, but we definitely built a relationship over the past couple years. Lady London's my dog. The younger people, I don't know, because most females do drill, and I'm not into drill rap. So unfortunately, I'm not hating on y'all. I'm not being biased. I just can't listen to it because I don't like it. So it's like I'm not gonna force myself to listen to something I already know I don't like. I'm not saying that they're trash. I'm not saying that they're whack. I personally don't want to hear the same beat 100 times. I don't want to hear that yelling. I don't like that. So I wish them the best of luck though. But I just can't get into a lot of younger female artists because when I do see it post, I click it, I hear it, and it's drill. And see a bitch, she about to the high. I don't like that. I automatically turn it off because I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So the females I just named, they've been grinding for years, and they have different sounds. I fuck them. So a lot of other females I fuck with too. I can't think of right now, but Kenzo. I first with Kenzo because I saw her perform. I saw Kenzo be perform before she started with French, and it was like 5 of her homegirls. It probably was like 10 people, and she turned the up like it was 100 people, and I was like, I like that. I saw a little me in her, like I like that. A lot of artists I watch, they can't perform in front of 10 people. They just do this. They be mad blah, like they be scared. It's like, damn, it's only 10 people here. She ain't give a. She turned up like, I don't give a who's here. I'm gonna perform, and I respect that. So I fucks with her because I respect that. It made me tap into some of her music. But that drill, all my drill artists, please find another sound. I'm sorry. If you want to be a superstar, it's the truth. Flip, come on now.
Don't involve.
Come on now. Do your drill, but also have a plan B sound. That's what I mean. Do your drill, but have a plan. You know why? I travel. A lot of these little never left the state. When I travel, I do not hear drill at all. At all. On the radio and the parties, nowhere. And that's a fact. It's nowhere unless you're in Chicago, London, where it's a thing. You know what I'm saying? But when I go to these different states, I don't hear that. And I tell my man that all the time, like, bro, do your drill. You nice at that, but also find an alternative sound. Make sure you're able to hop on this type of beat. When such and such, when you're like, look at Favi. He drill heavy, but guess what? He got a lot of commercial records that's not just drill. It fits different sounds. And if he would have just stuck to drill, he wouldn't have been as big. Same with Pop Smoke. He started drill. He has a lot of fire commercial records. But you can't just stick to that one sound. It don't work for no artist. And not just drill. That's for anything you do. Any artist. Look at 50, y'all just asked me about, for example. 50 just didn't stick to How to Rob type beats. I'm an Animal, did PIMP, Candy Shop. Like, those is big records, bro. You can't grow and be a superstar. If you want to be stuck in the hood, fine, do your thing. But you want to be a superstar, you got to learn how to step out the box. And that's why I stopped doing a lot of freestyles, too, because people was putting me in the box as just a boom bap freestyle rapper, and I'm not. You know that. G know that, but...
You know what you are, though, right?
The illest.
Huh?
The mother illest.
Nah, not that. Something better than that.
G chill.
Oh!
You know what you are?
G no.
You got space in here? This one gotta go too. That's how
G!
She
Flip this whole mother.
So flip the table. It's a little heavy, though. I gotta flip the table. You cool, man. She cool. She cool, man. She gotta be.
I'm cool, man.
She set me up. She threw me in the alley. I had to catch her.
Dropping some gems for these.
You know what I'm saying? Talking that talk.
You all cool,
I don't
man.
want the young people to get caught up in I got caught up in. Trust me. And then social media make it worse. Mm-hmm. I feel bad for a lot of artists getting led on. Because I was dumb. And I'm like, damn. I hope they figure it out. Because in this day and age, it's worse. You find somebody, yo, come on, it's lit for you. They're going to buy you followers, buy you comments, and you think you lit, and you have no idea what that person's really buying your shit. Then you get mad when you have a show and there's 20 people there. Like, what happened? Like, oh, you didn't read your comments? Those is bots. You didn't see the comments that come look at my Instagram story right now? I'm sucking toes. You didn't see that?
Let me do a flyer for you.
Yeah, like, you ain't see that. You ain't see 100 of those. You just saw the number, and that's the sad day we live in. People see the number, they don't really see what's being said or see what's happening. So any of my artists that's younger than me, I give them the best advice, the truthful advice ever. Like, drill is lit, is cool, but it's one particular sound for one area. If you want to be a superstar, you got to do other than that. And that's what I'm trying to do. So,
round of applause for Kyah Baby. Give out your social media.
KYAH_BABY. The skinny one.
Got a video out right now with
Ox. Another
Ox.
Kyah Baby. That's not me. Yeah, KYAH_baby. Yeah, shout out to Ox. Most High is out now. High Grade with Mr. Easy, that's out now.
Mr.
New
Easy,
Energy's out now, but I didn't do the video yet. So I got all those 3 spinning.
Where you doing the video at? You know you have a
You know what? I was trying to see. They was trying to bring the tunnel back for like a party, and I was trying to see when. But if they're doing it way in the spring, I can't wait for that. If they're doing it soon, then it's authentic. That's where the original video was done at. So I have to do that.
Why don't you just go there and exit? Okay.
The tunnel? It's a dub.
I know it's shut
Need
down.
to be a party. Like, yeah, exactly. Got to be lit. Got to be a party.
Do it at the GX, did it?
You know that's not even GX no more, right?
Yeah, I know it's
It's
over.
like some construction
it's
place
been
or some
gone.
shit.
It's
Yeah.
been gone. It's, you know.
Some warehouse place.
Yo, we out of here, man. Dope episode. Shout out to Kyah Baby one time.
Shout out to G Money for
Yeah,
beating
man.
up Flip to get me up here.
That was long ago.
And that was
wouldn't have
the other day
happened without
too,
you.
But we ain't gonna talk about that. Anyway, follow the pages, man. At Queenzflip with a Z, at FlipDaScript Pod, at DJ G Money Official. Make sure you follow the TikTok page too, FlipDaScript Pod on TikTok. Shout out to the All Even Podcast in the building. Barry Grant Jr., what up? Bassy, what up? Mel, what up? Tati, what up? Shout out to A&I Clothing, what up?
JR.
Shout out to
Shout out
We
to
All
JR.
In, too.
I forgot he was over there. Booby, what up, Booby?
Shout out to We All In, too.
Shout out to We All In. Chris, what up? Yeah, man, dope episode. You know what I'm saying?
You see this?
Dope episode. Don't listen to G. I was already down with the Kyah movement anyway, you know, but I did give her a lot of pushback. But I'm happy that she was up here, man. Great episode. Great energy.
New energy. Hello.
And
We almost had 30,000 streams. Let's go.
And on that note,
Keep it popping. We almost at 60K too on Most High. Let's go. The video. Just put that out.
we're ended.
Oh. I'm about to say on my YouTube. Subscribe to that.
Why are
too.
you coming at me for? Like, you got a lot of.
I'm talking to the people. Like, subscribe to that.
Stop talking while I'm trying to sign out. What's wrong with you? I keep stopping to let you talk. Are you done?
Make sure y'all follow me on TikTok too, because I'm trying to get my followers up on there.
On that note, we're going to end it like that, Queens.
Nah, you got like no doors.
Lock your doors, close your window, close your blinds, open your blinds. If you see a girl like Kyah on your lawn, put it away so you don't mean no harm. But throw the hammer on her lap and let her get charged.
Oh, wow. Under the car, right? No, I'm out. I can't believe you did that to me.